கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது.
ஓகே, லைவ் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஓகேவா?
ஓகே.
நான் எக்ஸிட் ஆயிட்டா?
எக்ஸிட் ஆயிக்கோ.
நீ வெளியில போயிடாத. வெளில போயிட்டீங்கன்னா
ஆ
exit ஆயிடும்.
இல்ல இல்ல, நானும் வெளியே போக மாட்டேன்.
உனக்கு போஸ்டா போட்டுட்டேன்.
ஓகே.
போஸ்ட் வந்துருச்சா?
ஓகே
நான்
வந்துருச்சு.
எக்ஸிட் ஆயிக்கிறேன். நான் எக்ஸிட் ஆயிக்கிறேன்.
ஓகே எக்ஸிட் ஆயிக்கோ.
அடுத்த வாரம் தானே லாஸ்ட் மீட்டிங்கு?
இதான் லாஸ்ட் மீட்டிங்.
இது இன்னைக்கு லாஸ்ட் மீட்டிங். அடுத்த வாரம் ஒரு மீட்டிங் இருக்கு, அதுதான் வேலிடிட்டி ஃபங்க்ஷன். அதுக்கு லிங்க் வேற. நான் லிங்க் தரேன் உனக்கு.
சரி ஓகே.
சரியா? ம்.
அது
அடுத்த
எவ்வளவு
வாரம்
நேரம் நடக்கும்?
ஆ
அது எவ்வளவு நேரம் நடக்கும்?
அது வந்துட்டு முன்னாடியே ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு இதோட இன்னொரு ஒரு 1.5 மணி நேரம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நடக்கும்.
அப்படியெல்லாம் இருக்கு?
ஆமா. லாஸ்ட் அது வேலிடேட்டரி ஃபங்க்ஷன். எல்லாத்தோட சர்டிஃபிகேட்டையும் அதில் தருவாங்க.
ஓகே
உனக்கு
ஓகே.
தான்.
எனக்குமா? எனக்கு ஸ்பீக்கர் சர்டிஃபிகேட் கிடைக்குமா?
உனக்கு ஸ்பீக்கர் சர்டிஃபிகேட் கிடைக்காது. பேக் ஸ்டேஜ் வாலண்டியர் சர்டிஃபிகேட் கிடைக்கும். நீ ஸ்பீக்கரை பேசுனியா ஒரு வாட்டி?
இன்னும் பேசல.
பேசினா தான் கிடைக்கும். அதுதான் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. இதுக்கு மேலே உனக்கு ஸ்பீக்கர் கிடைக்காது. இது கிடைக்கும், வாலண்டியர். நீ ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ண சர்டிஃபிகேட் கிடைக்கும். உனக்கும் எனக்கும் வரும்.
ஓகே ஓகே.
ஓகேடா. ஃபைன், பாய்.
நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்
ரெக்கார்டை
வந்து
மறக்காம ஆன் பண்ணிக்கோ.
கேமரா.
ரெக்கார்டை மறக்காம ஆன் பண்ணிக்கோ. லைவ்ல போய்.
அது பண்ணி
ஓகேவா?
நான் பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
ஓகே, பாய்.
பாய்.
Hi, Kapilan.
ஹலோ மேம்.
How are you, dear?
எஸ் மேம். என்னது மேம்?
How are you?
ஓ ஹவ் ஆர் யூவா? எனக்கு வேற லாங்குவேஜ்ல கேட்டுருச்சு மேம். ஐ எம் ஃபைன் மேம். ஹவ் அபவுட் யூ மேம்?
இல்ல உனக்கு என்ன கேட்டது?
நீங்க ஹவ் ஆர் யூ சொல்லும்போது ஏதோ வேற லாங்குவேஜ்ல கேட்டுச்சு மேம். என்னன்னு தெரியல.
என்ன கேட்டுது அத சொல்லு முதல்ல.
மேம் நீங்க திரும்ப சொல்லுங்க.
ஆ?
மேம் தெரியல மேம். எனக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு அரப் பாஷையில பேசுன மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு மேம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஏதாவது மீட்டிங் இருக்கா மேம்? இதுக்கப்புறம் ஏதோ சொன்னா நிறைஞ்சு.
அதுதான் திங்க் பண்ணும். I'm not getting good leaders for it actually because I wanted to continue the same only
ம்.
with youth,
ஓகே மேம்.
youngsters.
ஓ
அதுக்கு எனக்கு ப்ராப்பரா லீடர்ஸ் கிடைச்சானா then might as well announce it and go in for that.
ஓகே மேம்.
பட் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டிபெண்டபிளா இது வரைக்கும் யாரும் கிடைக்கல. So just thinking what to do.
ஓகே மேம்.
உங்க டீம்ல வேணா கேட்டு பாருங்க. உங்களால ஃபுல் சப்போர்ட் நான் குடுத்துருவேன். என்னென்ன பாயிண்டர்ஸ், டிஸ்கஷன் எல்லாம். பட் நடத்துறது வந்து
ம்.
ஒன் ஆஃப் யூ ஷுட் டேக் அப்.
ஓ கோகுல் சார் வந்துட்டாரு.
ம். So that's what is we are thinking. Hello, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Anand, sir. Welcome, Gokul, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Thank you.
How are you, sir?
Yes, madam. Fine, fine.
Good.
So this is the last session, madam, of G20. Today will be the end, or
Today is the last session. அதுக்கப்புறமா valedictory. Valedictoryக்கு 1 week break எடுக்கிறோம். So next Sunday there will be nothing. But the
okay,
following
okay,
Sunday will have the valedictory.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
அதுக்கு இந்தியாவோட எக்ஸ்டர்னல் அஃபேர்ஸ்லேருந்து கூப்பிட்டுருக்கேன். பட் அவங்களுக்கு இன்னும் அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் வரல. அவங்க ப்ரோட்டோகால் ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கு. ஸோ
Okay.
அது கிடைச்ச உடனே தென் இம்மீடியட்லி வில் அனௌன்ஸ். மோஸ்ட்லி சண்டேவாக தான் இருக்கும்.
Sure, sure. That I have seen, ma'am. Like you have sent me yesterday. I will add a few more things, and we can plan accordingly also.
யா.
Specifically, we can focus some sessions also.
ம்.
Maybe connecting some globally.
ம்.
So that also we can see that. Especially on the action oriented, we can plan up.
ம். மெயினாக பயோடைவர்சிட்டி தான் இப்போ ரொம்ப எம்ஃபசிஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அதில் வந்து நிறைய ப்ராக்ரஸ்
Yeah,
ஆயின்னு இருக்கு ஆக்சுவலாக.
yeah, yeah.
வெல்கம் அன்றதா மேம். அவர் ஜாயின் பண்ணவர் போயிட்டாரு ஸ்பீக்கர். ஐயோ,
என்னாச்சு மேம்?
ஸ்பீக்கர் ஜாயின் பண்ணவர் போயிட்டாரேன்னு பார்க்குறேன்.
7 o'clock then, madam. You'll come
ம்.
back. Another 10 minutes, 8 minutes.
ஓ கோகுல் சார் சார். ஹலோ சார்.
Ma'am, how are you, ma'am?
ஐம்
We
குட்
missed
சார்.
you
நீங்க
yesterday.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Fine, ma'am, fine. நேத்து நம்ம Environthon in starting meet was there.
ஓ ஓ, இல்ல சார், நான் ஒரு 2 வீக்ஸா எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் உடம்பு சரியில்லை, அதனால தான் வரல. நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்ல இருந்து வந்துருவேன் சார்.
Oh, sure, ma'am, sure, sure. Same. That space element you can take, ma'am.
யா யா ஷூர் சார், ஷூர் சார், ஷூர்.
And this time, I think we can have space element in something different.
ம்
We are going to launch this NISAR satellite. So that
ம்
is NASA and ISRO. So that
ஓகே
NISAR
ஓகே.
is the world costliest satellite, nearly 2,000 crores. And
ம்
that is especially for environment conservation. Da. So
சரி.
even a glacier melting also, that satellite can capture it.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார், டன் சார்.
So it's have a lot of applications.
ம்
So we can able to have a big session on that itself, like globally also.
எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார், ஷூர் சார், ஷூர் சார். ஸ்ரீவித்யா மேம், ஆர் யூ தேர் மேம்? யார் பேச போறாங்க? Professor Dr. Shainu Banji. Shainu Banji.
I have to make couple of phone calls. I'm just coming.
Yes, yes.
Welcome, Dr. Mamta.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, dear. How are you?
Great.
Kapilan, please start. Good evening, Dr. Deltrin. How are you?
Hi, Dr. Sukumar. I'm very nice. And you?
All good, perfect. So happy to
Oh,
see you again.
it's the same for me. Always a great pleasure to be here and to contribute.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you, doctor.
Welcome.
Dr. Gayatri, welcome.
Welcome, ma'am. It's pleasure to join with you. Thank
How
you.
are you?
Yeah, fine, ma'am. Thank you. What about you?
Welcome.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'll be talking on greenwashing because I had not prepared beforehand and I had no information, so I can talk on greenwashing. I hope it's
Yes,
okay.
yes, doctor. It's fine. It's fine.
Fine,
Perfect. Yeah.
thank you. And
We are just
my
waiting for the guest to join. She's
my
joining in 2
my
minutes.
camera will be switched off because of low internet connectivity. Otherwise, my voice will shake and it will be very difficult. So please allow me to switch off my camera.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
understood. It's understood and appreciated. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor. Likewise,
Thank
the guest is joining another couple of minutes. I'm waiting for the guest to join so that once she joins, then we will start immediately. Yeah? Thank you. Welcome, Dr. Elena. Welcome, Dr. Lakshmi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
How are you, doctor?
Fine. And you?
Yeah, good.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hi, ma'am. Srividya, ma'am.
Welcome. Welcome, Lakshmi ma'am. Finally managed to come in.
Yes, ma'am. I copied the link and sent you again and then joined with the link, ma'am.
I can understand that. I understood, actually. Don't worry, Kapilin ma'am has joined here. Dr. Mamta, as far as possible, we'll go according to the order. If we don't find the speaker or if anybody has got any emergency, then in that case, finally we'll try to accommodate. Thank you.
It's well with you. Good afternoon, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Charles. How are you?
Very fine. Are you?
Yeah, perfect.
Good, 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 good.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good evening. That was Dr. Virginia? Yeah. Hello. How are you, my dear?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes. And I'm just waiting for the guest to join in so that she's trying to connect. She says the password, the passcode doesn't accept. So she has to sign in and log in. That she's trying from her side.
Okay, no worries.
Ma'am, just you send the link alone, ma'am. It is saying, I have sent you, no, ma'am. That
Yeah.
link, if you share to her, it will be opening directly.
Yeah, I'll do that. Which link did you send?
Through WhatsApp, ma'am.
You didn't send me any link, ma'am.
Just a moment, I will check, ma'am.
Please zoom correctly, please. You cannot.
Her Excellency, I think it should work for you now. Can you please check, please?
I wrongly sent to Yanajatan link, WhatsApp, ma'am. Now you check, ma'am.
Yeah.
If she is opening, clicking that, it will directly go to Zoom.
Yeah. I think she'll join now. Dr. Virginia, we can start off by the time if she joins. Thank you, Dr.
We can start?
Virginia. Yeah, we can start, please.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. We are so thrilled to have you here with us. We want to welcome you to the EduGate Global's G20 International One Planet Cabinet 2025. It is a great honor for me to welcome you here. We gather here virtually today on this 8th of June 2025, united in one mission to deliberate on the pressing topic of the 2030 Agenda and its pivotal development. As we delve into our discussions today, we will reflect on how we can enable the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Addis Ababa Action Agenda, AAA. Our shared goal is to accelerate progress towards a Sustainable Development Goal, SDGs, and to build a strong foundation for an ambitious G20 action plan. But most importantly, we talk about this because we have one plan. It's the one that we all live in, and it is our home. Our discussions today will be guided by the 5 key pillars that form the backbone of our agenda: people, planet, prosperity, partnership, and pathways forward. When we talk about planet, we will explore critical issues relating to agriculture, food security, nutrition, and the conservation of precious resources. When we talk about prosperity, the focus will be on promoting financial inclusion, remittances, inclusive business practices, and green growth strategies. When we talk about partnership, and we're all partners in this, collaboration will be emphasized through discussions on domestic resource mobilization, industrialization, and energy resource development. When we talk about people, humans, the human race, we will examine human resource development and employment opportunities, recognizing the vital roles that our communities play in this journey. When we speak about pathways, let's think about pathways going forward. Finally, we will discuss the importance of innovation, digitalization, competency, compliance, and governance as we forge ahead together. And this is a work that has to be done as all of us, one collective force. Your insights and your expertise are invaluable today as we navigate our discussions. This is to all of you speakers. Now, to all of you that are following our audience, let us all engage openly, share our visions, think about what we want to do and how we want to see the world, and collaborate to create a sustainable future for all. Thank you again for joining us here today. Thank you to all of our partners. I represent International Internship University, a true partner that believes in everything that Dr. Srividya Sukumar does. She is an amazing partner to us as the largest digital platform, and we're in 195 countries, 6 continents. And everywhere that we go, we know that we are represented so well by every single one of our e-educators, and Dr. Shividya Sukumar is one of those. Thank you again for joining us. I know that together we can inspire meaningful change and pave the way for a brighter future. Now, without further ado, let me introduce to you our fearless leader, an esteemed and respected professional, an educationist, a coach, and a person that truly believes that we can all create a difference. And this is our dearest Dr. Shividya Sukumar. Dr. Shividya, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Virginia. Thanks for the wonderful start. Yes, as Dr. Virginia said, that we have gathered on this platform to discuss on the topic of taking our planet to the next level with the 2030 agenda and developments, with the presidency as enable implementation of 2030 agenda for sustainable development and Addis Ababa action. So that is AAA, and accelerating progress towards SDG and building common ground and momentum for an ambitious G20 action plan. On that note, I'll join you all together on behalf of you all. May I take the privilege of thanking our community partners, GSFN, IIO International Internship University, iGen Institution of Green Engineers, Good Vision Seva Trust, iGen Global, Amity University Dubai, SRM Group, Saram Group of Institutions, Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, Sri Ishwar College of Engineering, Shriram Group, SRM Group again, St. Xavier's College of Engineering, Ishwari College of Engineering, JNN Institute of Engineering, Gracious Legacy Foundation, Universal Human Values, and Green Brigade. Thank you once again. On behalf of all our community partners, may I welcome you all again on this dais. I mean, virtual dais. Yes, today we are gathered here on this, but we have a very, very, very special guest amidst us today, Dr. Her Excellency Raila Al-Thani, Atfani, that is Raila Rahal, as we fondly call her, invite her, or even proclaim her.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Ma'am is the founder of CEO Women. Yeah, welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am is the founder and CEO of Women Business Circle, Business Gate, and I Am Africa Platform, Incubators for SME, President Women and Youth Empowerment REFA NGO, and Head of Diplomacy and Protocol of AACID, WPC, and a wish maker and a Vice Chancellor of GCBL, and also ma'am is a representation of SDG over here from UAE. Thank you, ma'am. It's always a greatest pleasure having you here. So over to you, and we would like to hear from you before we move on to the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you to everyone and each one, and thank you for the management, and greeting to our honorable guest from Dubai directly to the globe, because the G20 is the globalization, and to the humanity, because you are the builder of the humanity. Today, this Agenda 2030, we're talking about global impact, global partnership, development, and it's the focus of many countries, especially today in Dubai and India, for financial sustainability, financial freedom, mobilizations, and many sources. We need education. We need this G20 to be making the process system solution for sustainability for different sectors and for the government. The private sector is needed, and we need to build the young generation to educate them, to give them that privilege, to uplift them system solutions for them education. We need to spray that positivity and that impact of building new generation, and especially women's and youth. The great leaders who are in G20, they are already reached to the level of leadership, and they are building other leadership. We need the economy and social impact to be boosted by the Agenda of 2030 for G20, because this is the future. We have a lot of assets, we have a lot of partnership, we have a lot of everything, just we need to make that synergy and impact for G20 30 action plan for this year's. And I think you have the high caliber speaker, high caliber management, and we are so proud of you, Doctor, and all your team and the senior level CEO and managers and decision maker. Today, we need to empower women, to empower the youth, to make the education, and especially with this revolution of technology, I call it new generation. Since COVID, we're doing mini. I've been present with you for virtual. I'm so glad and happy. Thank you, because you are very professional on organizing this field, and especially when it's come to India, UAE, and the other rest of the globe. I know you are, and you have an international leader with you. I'm so glad and blessed to be with you. And the door is open for any collaboration, as we have Business Gate and Women Business Circle, and I'm vice chair of Global Chamber of Business Leader, which we are always fighting for sustainability and following the SDGs of United Nations. And not only that, we are making our own with G goals. So let's achieve this goal. Let's build this partnership, and let's put hand with hand, one vision, one mission, one goal. All my speech is not being prepared. It's from the heart, as I know G20 is touching the heart for each door, each country, each person. Let's do it together. And thank you so much. God bless you all. See you soon. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you to the MC and everyone who's involved. We are the globe, and we're going to make it. Thank you so much, Leila Rahal, Dubai.
Thank you. Thank you, Her Excellency. It was so wonderful. And your presence itself is an honor and privilege amidst us today. Amidst your busy schedule, ma'am is there in another session, and she has come out to just join us for this session.
Sorry.
Thank you so
I
much.
just finished one meeting, exactly. But concerning you, actually, because our next collaboration, we collaborate, we don't compete, and G is our concern.
Always, always. Before you leave, can we take a group picture?
Yeah,
1 second.
we can, and questions also if you want.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Can we go in for a group picture, please?
Yeah.
I'll review, and I would request Kapilan to take
See the light is good like this?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
ma'am.
this?
Visible, quite visible,
Yeah.
ma'am. May I request everyone to open your camera, including Kapilan and Mr. Davis. Somita, quickly, please. Say cheese, everybody. Kapilan, I think you have taken the picture. If not,
Done, ma'am.
done?
Yes, ma'am.
Another one.
Another one.
Okay.
Kapilan, please, another one.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
G20 group and all the guests assisting and participating. We sending you love and peace. Eid Mubarak. All the best together for one mission. G20. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks for all that love. Thank you. So as ma'am said, this moment is definitely so very precious for us. Each one of us, the stage is very precious for us. And we cherish the moment of togetherness on this platform of G20 International One Planet Cabinet. Yes, moving ahead with our session, our topic basically for today, where our pointers of deliberation are going to be the 5 Ps as people, planet, prosperity, partnership, and pathways forward. And we have got eminent speakers who have joined us on this platform amidst us today. Before that, a little briefing about the topic. Basically, I have the duty to introduce the topic. So give me 2 minutes. I'll just introduce the topic and then we'll invite the speakers up. So 2030 Agenda and Developments is a sustainable development. As we know, it's a very comprehensive plan adopted by United Nations in 2015 to achieve peace, prosperity, protection of the planet. What it outlines is a 17 SDG goals with 169 targets, focusing on the 3 different dimensions, and which are economic, social, and environmental. So what are the main key objectives of it is eradicating poverty, to end poverty in all its form. Poverty in the sense like it's not being there, something not being there. So wherever it is not that, we need to fulfill it, whether it is resources, whether it is money, finance, or education, whatever, to end poverty in all its form and its dimensions, ensuring a basic standard living for all, promoting prosperity, foster sustainability with inclusiveness, with economic growth and decent work for all. So with this objective of protecting the planet, that is preserving the natural, how we can do that? To preserve the natural resources, combat climate change, and promote sustainability, consumption, and the production patterns, etc. So the main goals are, first come the people, we, the humans, focusing on that, the human well-being, including health, education, and social protection. Second is the planet, emphasizing on environmental protection and enabling sustainable use of natural resources and climatic action, ensuring prosperity to promote economic growth, industrialization, and infrastructure development, thereby fostering peace, just and inclusivity among all and sovereignty among all societies. So thereby, what is required? We need to have partnership, encourage global partnership, cooperation, and solidarity around. So how do we implement it? With the national ownership, countries are engaged to adapt their SDGs and the national context and priorities according to their own country's requirements, with international global partnership and cooperation, which are essential for achieving these SDG goals, where no one is left behind, to ensure that whether it is group or country or people or planet or the resources, nothing is going to be left behind, thereby creating opportunities for all. So there comes the preamble, that is this agenda with the plan of action for people, prosperity, and planet. It also seeks to strengthen universal peace in a larger freedom. So thereby eradicating poverty in all its form and dimensions. And it is definitely a global threat, greatest global threat, and an indispensable requirement for the sustainable development. So thereby, these 17 SDG goals with 169 targets, which were otherwise called as the Millennium Developmental Goals, compete to achieve this, but with the target timeline of achieving it by 2030. So when it's such a case, the key aspects, as I told you, it's eradicating poverty, protecting planet, promoting prosperity. Where comes it is related to Addis Ababa Action, that is AAAA. So there comes this Addis Ababa Action agenda. By providing, it provides the framework, the whole framework for financing this sustainable development, thereby to accelerate the progress of the SDGs and to build momentum for an ambitious G20 action plan. So how do we do that? With integrated approach, with interlinkages and interdependencies between the goals, that is integrated between the goals, between the 17 SDG goals. They're more interrelated. Achieving global partnership and financing for the sustainable development, mobilizing financial resources, thereby diverting it for the domestic resource mobilization, international cooperation, and private sector investment. All these are comes under the framework of the Addis Ababa Action. So to build a common ground and a momentum for an G20 momentous action plan, G20 countries can prioritize SDG implementation, thereby, particularly in areas of poverty, education, healthcare, enhancing international cooperation, thereby promoting sustainable developmental growth and economic growth. So on that note, we are joined in this platform with eminent speakers who are here to deliberate on this 5 Ps, where the first P is the planet, agriculture, food security, nutrition, and conservation resources, will be deliberated by Mr. George Isaac Tosh and Professor Ambassador Shainul Banji, Dr. Shainul Banji, thank you, ma'am. And also by Safal Dunguna, thank you, Ambassador Safal Dunguna, and Dr. Elena Bosway. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for joining us. Second pillar is the prosperity, which is financial inclusion, remittances with inclusive business and green finance, which will be again deliberated by Dr. Shainul Banji, who is an ambassador. Ma'am said she will be talking on green finance, and which we said, yes, please go ahead. So we would like to hear from you, ma'am. Thank you. Third pillar is the partnership, which will be on domestic resource mobilization, industrialization, and energy resources, which will be deliberated by Dr. Anjum Nair Qureshi and Dr. Gayatri Monica. Fourth pillar is the people, the human resource development, employment, will be deliberated by Dr. Anand Kumar and Madam Shruti Kulkarni and Mr. Davis. The last but not the least pillar is the pathways forward, innovation and digitalization, competency, compliancy and governance will be deliberated by Dr. Professor Charles Ibarria. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us. And so on that note, we open the forum for today. So let me introduce the moderators for today. We are joined with the array of moderators today. Dr. Virginia is again one of the moderators. Ma'am will moderate any of the pointers that she would like to. Dr. Lakshmi is again one of the moderator. Madam Lakshmi, welcome, ma'am. Thanks for joining us. Madam Lakshmi will be moderating one of the session, one of the speaker. And Dr. Preeta Joel George, who is again a moderator. Madam will be moderating any of the speakers. Dr. Anuradha is again a moderator. Madam will be moderating any of the speaker which you would like to. So on that note, we open the forum. We welcome all speakers who have joined us on this platform. Thank you so much. And it's always a pleasure having you all. And let me introduce the host for today, Dr. Mamta Chawla. And she doesn't need an introduction as such. I know that. So thank you. Thanks for joining us. Over to you, Dr. Mamta. You may introduce yourself and then we'll carry on the session. You can introduce.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So yet another session of G20, and the appropriate topic being chosen is engage, explore, endure, enhance our planet Earth for a sustainable living. So that is the whole agenda, how we all can contribute towards making this Earth a better planet not for ourselves, but for the generations to come. With this note, I welcome all of you on this platform where we all can interact, we all can share our concern, and how we can highlight that, yes, we all together can collaborate, like the 5 pillars being shared. We are the people, we are the collaborator, and we are the torchbearer who can bring in peace, prosperity, and again, making this planet a better place. So I really thank Dr. Srividya Sukumar to be the reason to bring me over here. So with this, without taking much of the time, I would request the first speaker who is representing Afe Bogolia University. And let me welcome, she's from Nigeria. The topic we are taking initially is planet, agriculture, food security, and nutrition, and conservation of resources. So let me welcome eminent Ajin Fuja Abri-Baker. So before take over the charge, she's a wife, she's a mother, she is a senior lecturer in the Department of Architecture. So I would request ma'am to please take over the charge and please share her opinion about the topic and how we all can really deliberate on the topic. Thank you so much.
We will join sometime later, I think.
So may I request the other speaker?
Yeah, Mr. George.
Okay.
We can start?
Yeah, ma'am is here
Yes.
actually. Excuse me, Dr. George, 1 second. Ma'am is here. Professor, can you please unmute yourself and you can start your deliverance, please? Ma'am? Okay, we'll take her next now. Sorry. Dr. George, you can proceed. Thank you.
Yeah, so let me welcome Dr. George. He's from Peru. Sir is already there, I'll give it introduction I'll give. Sir is legal consultant. He is best global interdisciplinary. He's legal researcher, president of the Interdisciplinary School of Fundamental. So without taking much of the time, I can understand everyone is waiting for the deliberation to start. Please, sir, you may take over the charge. Thank you, sir, for joining. You may take up.
Thank you, President Doctor. First, very honored and grateful to the G20 International One Planet Cabinet 2025 and the Dr. Srividya Sukumar. In this opportunity, we talk about the planet, agriculture, food security and nutrition, and conservation and resource. The interconnectedness in our planet's health, agriculture practices, food security, nutrition, and resource conservation is undeniable. A healthy planet underpins sustainable agriculture, which in turn is crucial for ensuring food security and optimal nutrition for a growing global population. Simultaneously, the methods we employ in agriculture significantly impact the conservation for our planet's precious resource. This essay will explore these complex relationships, highlighting the challenge and opportunities for creating a sustainable and equitable food system. First, we talk about the foundation, a healthy planet. The foundation of any sustainable food system rests upon the healthy planet, a stable climate, fertile soil, clean weather, and biodiversity are not merely environmental concerns. They are the lifeblood of agriculture. Climate change, driven largely by human activities, poses a significant threat. Recent temperatures, altered precipitation patterns, increasing frequency of extreme weather events disrupt crop yields, livestock production, and fisheries. Soil degradations driven by unsustainable agriculture practices such as intensive monoculture and excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, reduce soil fertility and its capacity to sequester carbon. Weather scarcity exacerbated by climate change and inefficient irrigation techniques limits agriculture productivity and threatens food security in many regions. The loss of biodiversity, including pollinators and beneficial insects, further compromises agricultural resilience and ecosystems services. Two, we talk about the agriculture, the nexus of food and environment. Agriculture is the nexus where the health of the planet and human well-being interests. Conventional agricultural practices, while having increases food production, have come at a considerable environmental cost. The intensive use of synthetic fertilizers leads to water pollution through nutrition runoff, contributing to eutrophication and harming aquatic ecosystems. Pesticides, while controlling pests, can also harm beneficial insects, birds, and another wildlife, disrupting ecological balance. Deforestation to create farmland contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and diversity loss. Livestock production, particularly intensive systems, generates significant greenhouse emissions and potent greenhouse gas. Third, we talk about the food security and nutrition, a global imperative. Food security encompassing access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food is a fundamental human right. However, millions worldwide still suffer from hunger and malnutrition. This is not simple a matter of food production. It's also about equitable access, distribution, and affordability. Poverty, conflict, and political instability often exacerbate food insecurity. Furthermore, even when food is available, nutritional deficiencies remain and widespread trouble, leading its impaired physical and cognitive development, reduced productivity, and increasing vulnerability to disease. Addressing this challenge requires a multifaceted approach that considers not only food production, but also economic, social, and political factors. Four, we talk about the conservation of resource, a path of sustainability. Sustainable agriculture practices are crucial for conserving resources and mitigate the environmental impacts of food productions. Agroecology, holistic approach that integrates ecological principles into agricultural management offers a promising pathway. The approach embraces biodiversity, soil health, weather conservation, and pest management through natural methods. Precision agriculture utilizing methodology technological such as GPS and sensors optimize resource use and minimize environmental impact. Reducing food waste both at production and consumption well levels is another crucial strategy for conserving resource and ensuring food security. Consumer choice play a significant role here, promoting sustainable diets and reduce reliance on resource-intensive food. Finally, we talk about the path forward integrate approach. Creating a sustainable and equitable food system requires an integrated approach that considers the interconnectedness of planet health, agriculture, food security, nutrition, and resource conservation. Policies incentivize sustainable agricultural practices, support smallholder farmers, and addresses issues of food access and affordability are essential. Investing in research and development of climatically resilient crops and livestock breeds is crucial for adapting to the challenge of the climate change. Promoting a sustainable consumption patterns and reducing food waste are vital for minimizing the environmental footprint of the food system. Education and awareness raising are essential to empowerment individuals to make informed choice that supports a sustainable and equitable food future. Ultimately, achieving food security and nutrition for all while preserving to health or our planet requires a collective effort involving governments, business, farmers, and consumers alike. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards are a healthy planet and a security and nutrition food supply for the generation to come are grown striving for. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. George. That was a wonderful deliberation indeed. May I request Lakshmi ma'am to summarize? Dr. George, please. Or Anuradha ma'am, if you're ready.
So let me take over it.
Yeah.
Thank you, George sir. It was very elaborative in terms of taking concern of all the stakeholders. You started from government and business and agriculture, the farmers, and then you included the customers also. And specifically what the angle you brought in that yes, everything needs to be integrated. So it is food security or how the human interaction specifically with the planet in terms of agriculture, deforestation to the pollution, how we need to think about the health of the planet. That is a beautiful term you used. That yes, Mother Earth, so we need to look after with our own needs. How we are concerned about what we are doing with it. Deforestation is not happening in one go only. So your equitable distribution to really think about eradication of poverty and relating it to the poor, that yes, there are people starving for it. And on the other side, we are not looking after how we are conserving the crops. Like your angle, specifically the term of that health of the planet, and second, the integration, resource conservation. I really appreciate you have brought in that angle, and that is a good start for the today. So with this, Dr. Srividya ma'am, should I call the next speaker, please?
Yeah, before we move ahead, is it possible, because Mr. Safal and two other speakers joined late, so is it possible like everyone can open the camera and we'll go in for a group picture? Because as the speakers speak, they will leave actually. So that's why this, please, if you can understand and open the camera, we'll go in for a group picture. Please, I request for your kind cooperation. Everyone, please open your camera. Please, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kapilan, if you're there. Kapilan,
Ma'am.
group picture. Everyone, please look at the camera, please. Mr. George, you can open your camera, please. Dr. Charles, please open your camera, please. Thank you. Dr. George, please open your camera. Ishit, ma'am, if it's possible, please. Okay, thank you. Noted. So, Kapilan, please go in for the picture.
It's done, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry for this, and hope you will understand why am I saying this. Thank you, because for each one of us, it's so very precious. Our presence over here on this platform is so very precious, and everyone has taken their effort to be here. So that's why. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Over to Dr. Mamta Chawla to welcome the next speaker, Madam Shainul Banj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So that was a nice start. Let's start with the next speaker. So we have with us, let me welcome, please help me in welcoming, Professor Dr. MBE CPA Shainul Banji. I really apologize in case I'm not pronouncing it properly. She's from Tanzania and she happens to be Professor Dr. Koza. Miss Shanajula Banjaria is a seasoned professional with a 5-star doctorate from Crown University International, Chartered Incorporation of USA. She's master's and she's having almost 30 years of work experience. So it's a long experience, and we are all blessed that she's here to enlighten us. What are her concerns? The same topic what we have already started with about planet, agriculture, food security and nutrition, and conservation of resources. Over to you, ma'am, please.
Welcome, ma'am. Please.
It's little
Not audible at all.
Ma'am, it's not audible at all.
It's so
Ma'am, there's little issue with your voice. Maybe signal strength is poor.
Okay. Well, let me do it. I will share my slides. Let the speaker speak.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Okay,
You can turn off the extra windows. That would save upon your bandwidth. Extra windows in case are open, please turn off those windows. That would save. Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Okay. Let the speaker speak first. Okay, let the speaker speak first. I'm sharing my slides.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate it. If at all, we'll try for some more time. Sometime later, we'll try to just invite you one more time. Probably that time, if it had really picked up, we will definitely take the inference. Otherwise, if you can share your slides, we will run it for you. You can share it in my WhatsApp, and
Fine. I'll do that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Mamta Chawla, please. Next speaker, Mr. Safar.
Okay, so we have with us next speaker, Mr. Safar Dunganash. He's from Nepal. I am sure sir is there.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, so we'll be taking same the topic, planet agriculture. So sir is international ambassador, global community member. Sir is international volunteer, global trainer, peace advocate, global speaker, social activities and whatnot. So without taking much of the time, sir is also very excited about speaking about SDGs and he's peace advocate. With this, I would request sir to please take over the charge and please share his opinion about the topic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Respected guests, organizers, and fellow speakers, Good evening to you all. I'm very happy to be here with you today. My name is Ambassador Safal Dungana, and I come from Nepal. I feel proud and thankful to be part of this important event, the G20 International One Planet Cabinet 2025. I would like to thank EDU Gate Global and all the partner organizations for inviting us. Special thanks to GSFN, the Institution of Green Engineers, UNDESA, NGO Network, MT University Dubai, and all the other respected institutions and individuals. Together, we are here to talk about something that matters to all of us, our planet and its future. Our planet is our home. It gives us everything: the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land we live on, and the food we eat. But today, our planet is facing many problems: climate change, pollution, deforestation, and overuse of natural resources are hurting the earth. We need to act now to protect our planet for us and for future generations. Let's first talk about agriculture. Farmers are the backbone of every country. They grow the food we eat every day. But now, farmers are struggling due to climate change. The weather is not regular. Rain does not come on time. Sometimes it rains too much and causes water overflow. Other times there is no rain at all, and we face dry spells. This makes it very difficult for farmers to grow crops. Also, the soil is losing its natural minerals. The land is getting dry. Water is becoming less. Many farmers do not have access to good tools or new technology. In many places, small farmers do not get fair prices for their crops. This is a big issue. If farmers cannot grow food, we will all suffer. This is why we must support farmers with better tools, good training, and fair markets. We should promote climate-friendly farming like organic farming, crop rotation, and planting trees alongside crops. These methods are good for nature and for farmers. Another important issue is food security. Many people in the world still go to bed hungry. At the same time, many people eat too much junk food and become unhealthy. We must ensure that everyone, rich or poor, has access to healthy, affordable, and safe food. Also, a lot of food is wasted. 1/3 of all food produced is thrown away. This is not just a waste of food, it is a waste of water, energy, time, and money. We must reduce food waste. We can do this by improving storage systems, better transport, and raising awareness among people to not waste food. We must also protect our natural resources. Water, forest, and clean air are precious. We should use water wisely. We must plant more trees. We should protect rivers, lakes, and forests. We need to stop cutting down forest for farming or buildings. We should also clean our seas and stop plastic pollution. We can use technology to help with sensors, drones, mobile apps, and satellite data. We can monitor crops, save water, and increase production. But we must make sure this technology reaches small farmers too, not just big companies. People are the heart of change. We must support women farmers, young entrepreneurs, and native peoples. In many places, women do most of the farm work, but they do not have the same right as men. We should give them access to land, credit, and training. Youth must also be involved. Young people have new ideas. Let us support them to start green businesses and use new technologies. Agriculture can become exciting again if we give youth a role. Let us also listen to native people. They have lived in harmony with nature for hundreds of years. Their traditional ways of farming and protecting forests are very wise. We can learn from them. So what should we do next? We must build a world where food is enough for everyone, where nature is protected, and where no one is left behind. We need strong partnerships between governments, businesses, NGOs, and local people. Everyone has a role to play. We must invest in education, clean energy, green technology, and sustainable farming. Let us make policies that help farmers, protect the environment, and create fair systems for all. My dear friends, we are not just talking about problems. We are talking about solutions. We are talking about hope. We are building a better tomorrow. Let us take action, not next year, not next month, but today. The future of the planet is in our hands. Let us work together with love, with care, and with responsibility. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'm proud to be here and proud to stand with all of you for our one planet. Let us protect it, respect it, and grow together for a better world. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Safal. That was a wonderful deliberation, definitely. And where you rightly said, it's not a hype, but it's a hope. Thank you so much. So may I request Dr. Anuradha ma'am to summarize it for Mr. Safal, please.
Ma'am, you are muted.
It's a wonderful presentation, Mr. Safal Donaga, and you gave one angle also, how, you know, local people, native people, women, young people, and new entrepreneurs can create a change and all. First of all, he talked about agriculture. He said agriculture is the backbone of the planet. How climate change is going to affect the weather patterns, soil quality, which is going to affect the agriculture. So he said technology access to be given to the agriculture, and they have to go for organic farming, and we have to go for a food security. Next, he talked about food security, where the safe and affordable food and no wastage of food. So these things are the mainly he concentrate on the food security. Providing safe and affordable food is not creating more food. Instead of that, you have to reduce the wastage. That is one important point. And since young people use a lot of new technologies, he invite people are the heart of the change. So you have to, he told the importance of the role of women, young people, technology oriented people in the in this change. Then importance of clean energy, green technology, sustainable farming. He talks about solution for better tomorrow instead of problems. It's a very good presentation. I just talked whatever you have told, but some of the points, as Srividya ma'am said, it is not a hype, hope. Similarly, young people are the heart of the change. Planet is the, farmers of the backbone of the, planet. So these things are all very, very important taglines. We have to look for it. Congratulations, and looking forward for more. Over to Srividya ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. There's one more moderator who was opted to summarize Mr. Safal. Lakshmi ma'am, please, you may continue if you can keep it short. Lakshmi madam? Okay, so we'll move ahead with that. Are we moving to the next pointer now? No, the same pointer. Okay, then. Yes, Dr. Mamta, you can invite the next speaker.
Yes. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So one point I would like to add with what Shanul said, highlighted collaboration, really. So that is the reason we all are here, to collaborate, to really ponder over how we can contribute. So with this, I would like to now welcome Dr. Jelena. She is from Republic of Serbia, and she is the one in most of these G20s highlighting her concerns. She's again taking over the same topic: planet, agriculture, food security, and nutrition, and conservation of resources. Ma'am is an academician of IRASA, full professor, PhD advisor to the president of Belgrade Metropolitan University. So she's having so many years of works of experiences and guiding and whatnot. So I won't be able to read all this. So I really request ma'am to please be here. Just enlighten us with her thought on the topic. Welcome, ma'am. Please take over the charge.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear friends. Hello, everyone. Respected Ambassador here, Excellency Dr. Srividya Sikamar, ladies and gentlemen, scientists, university professors, experts, international organization, and young student. I owe special thanks for the invitation, Ambassador, here, Excellency, respect and dear friends, Dr. Srividya Sikamar, to be guest speaker and extend my warm regards to organization of this important events. My topic today, adaptability of technology innovation in agriculture production. The topic that I will present today, I financed from the project finance Ministry of Science and Technological Development on the Republic of Serbia and two project Horizon European Union. In last years, while the COVID-19, SARS-CoV-5 pandemic effects, food supply chains around the world, the agriculture sector also has focused many global problems such as global warming, environmental pollution, climate change, and weather disorder. It has known that technological opportunity are available for human beings to get out of this predicament, solving the interconnection between food, water, energy, climate nexus, and achieving agriculture transformation from traditional to digital. The aim of this my lecture is to gain holistic solution in a systematic view based in water, energy, food, resources to agriculture, digital transformation that will play a role in sustainable development. The transition from primitive to digital is given with roadmap covering agriculture and industrial revolution at 4 stages on timeline. Digital agriculture combined another precision agriculture or smart agriculture for zero R100 based on dominant covering monitoring, control, prediction, and logistics. Digital technology are explained with application example such as Internet of Things, IoT, cloud computing, big data, artificial intelligence, decision support system, etc. Vulnerable sensor technologies, a real-time monitoring system, tracking wall condition of animal in livestock, IoT-based irrigation and fertilization system that helps enhance the efficiency of irrigation process and minimize water and fertilizer losses in agriculture fields and greenhouse, blockchain-based electronic agriculture and solution use R100 systematically. Moreover, renewable energy technology to provide synergy between technologies such as agrivoltaic and aquavoltaic, combine food and energy production in rural are explained basis solar powered pivot and drip irrigation system and environmental monitoring system. As a result, for a sustainable future, technological innovation that increase crop production and improve crop quality, protect the environment, provide efficient resource use and decrease input cost can help in facing in agriculture of today overcome many the economic, social, and environmental challenge. very important: smart farming, digital transformation, sustainable development, blockchain, artificial intelligence, intelligence in agriculture, information technology. Agriculture producing food, feed, fiber, fuel, and new material by cultivating plants and breeding livestock and oldest and most vital sources of the civilization of human began in the economic growth of each country that from the backbone. The last FAO report emphasized the world population will be 10 billion by 2015, and agriculture will play key role each day for the continuation of life and socio-economic development. It has been produced in the increased food, water, and energy demand will be 16% by 2015, respectively. At global level, while consumer are approximately 13% the total energy enduring agri-food production, this costs nearly of the trade emission. Global food system are responsible for about 25% to 2% of global all global greenhouse emission emitting during production, processing, transportation, packaging, consumer, and disposing food according. In the interesting for agriculture and industrial revolution, the expression industrial 4.0 was due to point new tsunami of technological process that define to 2015 Schwab the future industrial revolution, while the first industrial revolution in the 18th century, 19th century, 21st century, very interesting 21st century, 31st century, the Green Revolution era nominated agriculture industrial revolution 2.0. Sustainable for future, very interesting in the world. United Nations called Universal Action Plan related to Sustainable Development Goal, sustainable food and agriculture, water, energy, food, news, connectivity, transparency, governments, hardware and soft technology in agriculture, precision agriculture. In last year ago process, satellite technology, agriculture 4.0, novel digital technology, cloud computing, big data, artificial intelligence, agriculture robots, blockchain, industrial nanotechnology, monitoring, water prediction, etc. Is very, very interesting. This my lecture, the recommendation, my lecture is very interesting. Future recommendation. The study target to project targets obtain holistic solution in a systematic view basis on water, energy, food, nexus to agriculture, digital transformation that will support achieving a sustainable future. Smart agriculture is real from farm management, providing high degree automatization, technology, etc. Is a very, very interesting process. Pandemic diseases, plants, livestock, and human population important, climate change, greenhouse, food security system. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for attention. My dear ambassador here, Excellency Dr. Srividya, for invitation. Very interesting conference is important all the well. Thank you very much, my colleague, dear friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Elena. That was a wonderful, quite comprehensive, in your words, it's holistic presentation of the food security. Well, I would like to take it from Dr. Lakshmi first. Dr. Lakshmi, please. Ma'am, you're muted.
Thank you, ma'am. You have good, Zarina ma'am has given a good information. That is, after pandemic situation, we are all facing many problems, especially in food chain. She has explained in a good manner. And also she told about the technologies to be adopted, like smart farming, digital transformation, and how it is connected to sustainable development. So by improving the implementing the smart farming and digital technologies into the agriculture, we can achieve the sustainable development goal. And by implementing, we are all thinking about AI in technologies in engineering and innovations and all. But ma'am told to how to implement the artificial intelligence in agriculture and make to improve the agriculture, and thereby we can get good food chain. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Dr. Anuradha ma'am, would you like to add on there any couple of points or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to add 2 points. One thing is she told about how to achieve the agricultural transformation from traditional by changing from traditional setup to digital. Then she professor told about different technology, IoT, AI, ML technologies, then robotics, drone technologies, to different cases. For example, drip irrigation system, how it is going to be applied. Then livestock, how it is going to be applied. Then a fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide. I mean, how to control that unpredictable things. Then using these technologies and all, how we can control the unpredictable, how to face the unpredictable system available in the climate, and how the food security and nutrition and agriculture will be safe against this one. It's a very, very, very interesting one. And she also, as we are the teachers and researchers, she gave lot of avenues and angles for us to think in for our research work also. It's a very wonderful presentation, madam. Thank you so much. Over to you,
Yes.
Shivya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Dr. Preeta Judge, we are moving ahead to the next pointer now. I mean, we are winding up with food security, safety, and agriculture point. Do you have anything to add on, ma'am? Ma'am, you are muted.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Professor Dr. Jelena Boskovic, she was a very familiar face in this D20 deliberation. Four time I came in this deliberation. 4 time I saw Jelena Boskovic here, and she is a wonderful speaker, international speaker. She has drawn a line between the food, water, and climatic change, and how food and agriculture are interlinked to each other. And she spoke about the sustainable future, and for having a sustainable future, technology plays a vital role. And she has spoke about all the recent developments in the like IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data analytics, and she spoke about the smart farming and the drip irrigation, how it plays or how it supports this planet for the agriculture. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
ma'am. Thank you so much
for this
Yeah,
opportunity.
welcome. Thank you. Thanks for all those wonderful insights from our moderators and such a really stupendous deliberation from Dr. Elena Boskovic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for discussion.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure having you and would love to work with you more and more. As we are moving to the next pointer now, let's summarize the overall what our speakers have given today, takeaways from this pointer 1, that is planet, agriculture, food security, nutrition, conservation of resources. So if you just break it, the connection between the agriculture, food security, nutrition, and conservation of resources, what are the key challenges almost everybody touched is that feeding a growing population sustainably, decreasing food losses and waste, ensuring access to nutritious food for all, protecting our natural resources like land, water, and biodiversity, etc., etc., etc. So on that note, exactly what we need to do for inculcating sustainable practices is that conservation of agriculture, that is CA, promotes resilient farming systems, minimizes soil disturbances, and maintains soil cover. So crop diversification, which integrates diversification of crops to enhance soil fertility, water efficiency, will reduce chemical dependency. In that, zero tillage reduces soil erosion, improves soil health, and increase crop yields. So on that note, crop residue management. So it's always exactly wherever we go, there is always a disaster management should be in place. Restoration has to be in place. In that case, soft crop residue management retains the soil moisture, suppress weeds, and enriches the organic matter benefits. So moving ahead, the last is that how the benefits, what are the good food benefits that we get because of these things are improved food nutrition and security, enhanced resilience to climatic change, increased crop yields and productivity, better livelihood and livestock for the smallholder farmers, and the conservation of natural resources. So what are the other, from my side, if you want me to contribute, there are certain global initiatives which are always there in place. That is Zero Hunger Challenge, which aims to eradicate hunger and malnutrition. So that's always there. And the other one is SUN, that is Scaling Up Nutrition Movement, which links the nutrition to agriculture, clean water, food, safe food, sanitation, education, and healthcare. Everything comes into that. That is knowledge sharing programs and sharing best practices. Thereby, what is being taken care is the SDG 2, that is being taken care with the focus on ending hunger, achieving food security, and promoting sustainable agriculture, thereby which makes our planet a better place to live in, ensuring food secure future while protecting the planet natural resources. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, every one of you, for those wonderful speakers of the pointer 1. Now we are moving to pointer 2. Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Mamta Chawla to welcome the next speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Dr. Mamta is having internet problem, actually. She had gone out and come in. So our next speaker will be Dr. Anjum Qureshi. Ma'am is going to speak on partnership, domestic resource mobilization, and industrialization and energy resources. Yes, ma'am. So what ma'am has got to convey is that she wants to deliberate upon the international partnerships play a very crucial role in securing the energy resources and promoting sustainable energy future. And these collaborations will involve between countries, organizations, sometimes private entities, to work together to share the resources and technology and best practices, thereby addressing global challenges like energy security, climate change, and access to energy, particularly the developing nations. So to know more about Dr. Qureshi, she is working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Research and Technology, Chandrapur. Ma'am is also a certified life coach, motivational speaker, certified meditation trainer. And to her credit, she has already published 20 research papers, 4 patents, and 52 articles, and who has authored 9 book chapters. And she is an author book of 10 core life skills. Don't miss to read it. Mastering communication skills with the Internet of Things and hands-on approach. So it's always a pleasure having you with us. Amit says, Dr. Qureshi, over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Let me share my screen.
Your screen is visible, ma'am. It's quite visible, but we need to go on to the presentation mode.
Is it in presentation?
Yes. So please go ahead, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So now, So greetings to everyone. I'm Dr. Anjum Qureshi from India, and today I will be speaking on partnerships. So in that, I will be specifically been concentrating on the global level energy partnerships. When we talk about global energy partnerships, we know that it is very important to achieve sustainable energy access and transitioning towards cleaner energy systems because they facilitate knowledge sharing, technology transfer, and resource mobilization, ultimately enabling the countries to achieve their energy and their climate goals. So these are some of the parameters for that will help in building strong energy collaborations. So in that, the first one is public-private partnerships, because we know that the public sector and the private sectors, they have their own different some kind of regulations or different ways of working. But yes, public-private partnerships is the first thing that will be helping in achieving strong or building the strong energy collaborations, because both of them have a lot to offer, and when they come together, so obviously when we talk about the collaboration, so this will be the first step. The second is, yes, of course, when we talk about global collaboration, the international energy alliances, because it is needed, because developing countries have some kind of resources, developed countries have resources. So it is like the sharing of resources that should go on. And for that, there are some rules and regulations, policies, or frameworks that should be done at the international level, so that the different countries can come together. And moreover, when we talk about the energy resources possessed by different countries will be different. So how they can come together and work together and support each other, so that for that international energy alliances will be required. Then academic industry collaborations that are very, very important, because and now this academic industry collaborations should be taken up at the global level. Yes, in India, if I see, there are some institutions which have actually started with signing MOUs from the universities from other countries. Similarly, if there are collaborations like till now, the academic institutions are having MOUs or collaborations with the local industries, but it is necessary that this academic industry collaborations will reach at the global level, so that the knowledge sharing can be done. The students can be prepared for the skills, and similarly, the industries, even they can get a good hands for working with them. Then community energy systems, because community involvement, yes, that is very, very important. When we talk about the development, simply if we talk about development or sustainable development, we know that the community engagement is important. Similarly, here, community engagement will help in energy collaborations also, because when the community is involved, when the people are involved, when the stakeholders are involved, they will actually give a better overview. Because when the people are working at the grassroots level, they know that they have some other kind of difficulties. But the people who are forming or who are framing the policies, sometimes they never know what are the actual problem of the people. So yes, community energy system should be there. Then innovation clusters. Innovation clusters, like nowadays we can see in the colleges, of course, there are incubation centers that have come up, or the startup centers and the Atal Tinkering labs that are coming up. And similarly, but this innovation clusters that we say, it will be where the people can come up with their innovations, they can work on their innovations. But along with that, it will be clusters, means there will be a collaboration between the educational organization, the industries will be there, and many industries will come together to form this innovation clusters. So there will be a lot of knowledge sharing, especially on how to use this energy. When we talk about energy partnerships, yes, these are the dynamics. First one that will be required is the regulatory frameworks. Of course, because we are forming, when we talk about this energy partnerships or the collaboration, energy transition, so the regulatory framework should be found. It is like a rule book should be framed, where the people should know how to collaborate, with whom to collaborate, and when to collaborate, and how to use this collaboration. So there should be some regulatory framework that should be going on at the international level, where the people can come together, the organizations can come together for that. Then compliance mechanisms. Now, once the rules have been formed for us, so obviously there should be someone who should be looking upon how whether the people are taking care about this rules and regulations and they're walking according to it. Are they really following the regulatory framework? So for that, there should be some compliance mechanisms. And then the incentive structures. The incentive structures are very, very important. Like, for example, it is well known that nowadays to encourage the people on using renewable energy sources, the government are giving them subsidies, they are giving them tax benefits. So when the people realize the importance of renewable energies or the importance of clean energy, to encourage them, there should be incentive structures that should be provided to the people. Then stakeholder engagement, because the public sectors, the private sectors, the people, and other, the organization that is working especially for the renewable energy and the clean energy. So all the stakeholders that are being involved, they should be involved into it. Now, it is important somewhere, not whole, but not we can say fully, but at least partial involvement should be there in the decision making. So this will again help. And the fifth is penalties and sanctions. So now the penalties and sanction is for, like, when the regulatory frameworks have been formed, the compliance mechanisms have been formed to detect, like, when a person is going against their frameworks, against their rules and regulations. So what should be the penalties for the people who are not following this? This is very much required to avoid any kind of misuse that will be going on. Because when the people are coming together, when they are working across the globe, so there will be different kind of issues that may arise among the countries. So yes, there should be some kind of framings for even for the penalties and the sanctions. Now, this is the World Energy Trilemma Index. The World Energy Trilemma Index, or the WTI, is a tool that was developed in 2010 by the World Energy Council in collaboration with the Global Consultancy of Oliver Wyman and Marsh and McLennan, to evaluate the rank the energy performance of the countries across three critical dimensions, that is energy security, energy equity, and environmental sustainability. So in this, the first, the energy security, where it actually reflects a nation's capacity to meet the current and future energy demand reliably, withstand and bounce back swiftly from system shocks with minimal disruption to supplies. And then energy equity, which is assessing the country's ability to provide universal access, because if a country is having something in abundance, so how it is providing access to other countries as well, so that there should be effort, the energy resources should be affordable, fairly priced, and abundant energy for domestic and commercial use should be available for everyone. The third, environmental sustainability, it actually represents the transition of a country's energy systems in such a way that the energy requirements also are fulfilled, and at the same time, the environmental concerns of the climate change impacts, even they are getting mitigated. So the next thing is, of course, the social and economic benefits of the global energy transition. So the first point over here is, yes, the energy resources that we'll be having, it should be secure and affordable for all. Because power requirements are increasing, but the power plants that we have, the power generation capabilities, are not able to fulfill the demands. And moreover, with the use of technologies that we are using, so the power requirements are requiring, especially if we talk about the data centers alone are consuming a lot of power. And even with the integration of AI, there is one more problem. The AI, it seems to be very good sometimes, but when we talk about the AI-based models, yes, it is consuming a lot of power. So yes, it is a time that we switch to this renewable energy sources. So yes, it will require responsive energy planning. Then the next point is mitigating conflicts over scarce resources. Some countries have resources in abundance, but there are some other countries which don't have those resources. So how these collaborations will go on, and that to collaborations without conflicts. So that is required. Then national economy, local businesses and jobs. So when there will be energy transition, when there will be energy policies that will be framed, and there will be collaborations, so it will help in improving the national economy, because a lot of local businesses and jobs will be created. The next benefit here will be the health and well-being of the people, because we know that the renewable energy sources that we are having, they have very few emissions. The emissions will reduce, the greenhouse gas emissions will be less, carbon emissions will be less, the carbon footprint will be reduced. So it will in turn facilitate good health and well-being for the people. And then it will also help in empowering the communities and the citizens. And the next thing is that when we properly frame policies, we form regulatory frameworks, it will reduce the energy imports. Because nowadays what has happened is the countries sometimes they have their energy resources in abundance, but they are not able to use it properly because they don't have that resources, or they don't have that guidance or the knowledge to how to use it. So when these all this go on together, so the countries can use their own resources very well. They can even provide access to others for using those resources. So it will help in reducing the energy import, because when there's energy resources, when we are importing, or when we are taking help of the others, so it again requires a lot of investments. So reducing energy imports and freeing government resources, this is again, that will be another benefit. So some of the global energy partnerships, some of the examples of the global energy partnerships, there are many more, but I've just mentioned 3 over here. The first is the United Nations Framework Convention of the Climate Change. Now, it is a landmark of international agreement on climate change, with almost all member states committing to reduce emissions and adapt to climate change. The second is the International Renewable Energy Agency, which is an intergovernmental organization promoting the widespread adoption of renewable energy technologies. And the third is the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet. It is a coalition of global organizations working to end energy poverty and drive inclusive economic growth through clean energy. And of course, when we talk about this, yes, there are going to be some kind of challenges and some kind of opportunities. The first one is the political and geopolitical factors, which includes the conflicts and tensions that can disrupt when energy for the energy trade and investment. Because when we talk about collaborations, yes, of course, there may be, because there will be countries who may be having their own difference in opinions and views. So there can be conflicts and tensions, but though it is not that we can't deal with it, but yes, it may happen. The regulatory and legal barriers. So, like when I talked about the regulatory frameworks, yes, there should be regulatory frameworks that should be framed at the international level, because the different countries, they have different regulations and standards. So sometimes it may cause difficulties to trade energy goods and services. Then investment and financing. Large-scale energy projects, they require significant investments, and it can be challenging to secure funding for these projects, especially like when we talk about the energy sources, the renewable energy sources. Yes, sometimes the people, those who want to start, they hesitate to start because of the initial investment. Though in the long run, they provide a lot of benefits, but the initial investment and or getting finance to that, it is not that easy sometimes, and especially when the countries have different regulations for getting the finances and getting the funds. So it may become difficult, because I cannot say that it is the same in all the countries that it is difficult, but yes, in some countries it is difficult. Then the technological innovation. These rapid advancements in the energy technologies, they offer opportunities for collaboration and innovation, but they also require adaptation and investment. Yes, when we are talking about collaboration and innovation, so adaptation is very, very essential, because if adaptation is not there, then the first point that I discussed about the conflicts and tensions, and if the conflicts and tensions are there, so we don't think that the collaboration that we are talking about, the energy partnership that we are talking about, that can ever happen. So yes, adaptation is very, very important. So to end, I can say that international energy partnerships, they're important to enable the exchange of technologies, the expertise, and the resources, ultimately supporting a more sustainable and interconnected global energy system. So, and the international energy partnerships, they are important for navigating the complexities of the energy transition, promoting global trade and investment in sustainable energy, and building a more resilient and environmentally sound global energy system. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Qureshi. That was a wonderful presentation indeed. And as we all know, when it is from Dr. Qureshi, what else can we expect? So I would request any of the moderators, Dr. Anuradha ma'am.
Because it's my area, energy, so I could also speak. I mean, first of all, congratulations to Qureshi. I mean, Anjum, I have worked with her. She's a very, very sincere person, I know. But today she talked about very good insight about this energy collaboration. First of all, she talked about how collaborations and partnerships are very important in clean energy transition. She talked about how to build, what are the main components to build the collaborations, like public-private. She categorized different types of collaborations, like, public-private collaboration, international collaboration, then academia and industry collaboration, then community collaboration, then innovation-wise how to collaborate, and different dynamics of collaboration, like how the policies, regulatory frameworks and stakeholder engagement is going to get involved in the dynamics of collaboration. Then she introduced about one tool, how the countries are ranked, and how they are ranked based on their energy security, energy equity, and environmental sustainability by using a tool called Energy Trilemma. Overall, it's a very, very interesting and I mean, she used some of the different international global collaborative frameworks and, organizations available. So it's a very, very interesting and very insightful talk. Thank you, Anjum ma'am, and Srividya ma'am, over
Thank you,
to you.
Anuradha ma'am. Thank you so much. Dr. Preeta ma'am, would you like to add on there?
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Anjum's presentation and deliberation was very explosive, what I would like to add on. And she has given a clear picture on how to increase and leverage the partnerships, global partnerships, and by drawing a line between building strong energy collaborations, dynamics of energy partnerships, and that tool which she was introduced, World Energy Trilemma Index, to evaluate the energy performance of the countries, and what are the organizations which helps to increase or leverage the global energy partnerships, and challenges and opportunities which is prevailing in this area. And overall, we can tell that as a conclusion, we can tell that the global energy partnerships are crucial to support a sustainable and interconnected global energy. Thank you, Dr. Anjum Qureshi ma'am. And the presentation was very vibrant, very deep, and how to establish the global energy partnerships. Thank you, Srividya ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. George. Thank you so much. And Lakshmi ma'am, are you there to add something? Okay. Thank you. I'll come back to Dr. Qureshi a little later. And yeah, moving ahead, like, can we invite the next speaker?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So we got the agenda.
Dr. Mamta? Is it frozen only for me or everyone?
No, it is freeze.
Can I please speak?
Dr. Mamta is frozen, right? Okay.
Yes.
Next speaker we have on board with us is Dr. Gayatri Monica. Ma'am is representing
Can I
SRM
speak because my prayer time is there? Sorry, please. Can I please have my presentation because my prayer time is there coming? Please.
Okay, so Gayatri ma'am, can we have ma'am's presentation, please?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the understanding. Okay. Ma'am, I would like to run the presentation for you.
Yeah, fine, please.
Thank you.
I'll appreciate that. I'm really sorry that I'm late now because I'm going to talk on planet, and it's so important that we need to save our planet. Can we move to the next slides, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we move to the next slides? The SDG 13 clearly stipulates the goals. It's very, very clear that we need to build the knowledge and capacity to meet climate change. Without knowledge, we cannot build the capacity. The rest, you can see it, and you will have the slides also. The next slide, please. The next slide. Climate change has become the previous slide. The previous slide, yes. Climate change has become a major threat to the entire humanity globally. Number of net missing persons and persons affected by disaster have become so much. There is so many countries which are facing disaster risk, and proportion of local governments that adopt and implement local disaster risk reduction strategies in line with the national disaster risk reduction strategies is so much important. We need our countries to have integrated mitigation, adaptation, and impact reduction and early warning into primary, secondary, and tertiary curricula. The number of countries that have communicated the strengthening of institutional, systematic, and individual capacity building to implement adaptation, mitigation, and technology transfer and development actions. It's so much important that this is done. The next slide, please. The planet is yelling at us that help me. We have been, the next slide, we have been plundering the natural resources without thinking that what will happen to the Mother Earth. And human beings cannot live without Mother Earth, but the Mother Earth can. We have to say no to plastics. The next slide, please. Small changes are very important and they can yield big impact. And I will request you to become members of EcoEngage. Just like a seesaw, nature has a tipping point. If we continue its unprecedented destruction, we risk pushing ecosystems past the point of no return. And the impact, it will affect everyone, everywhere. This is so much true. It will affect everyone and everywhere. In Africa, we are so much having flood problems. We are having sea high rise. And if that is not on the other side, in USA, you can see so much bushfires, the forests are burning. So there is everywhere, whether you are rich or poor, it affects everywhere. The next slide, please. This is about the mitigation and adaptation that is required to do. You will be having the slide, so please distribute it freely. The next slide, please. As said before, Africa region has so many flood problems. and heavy rainfall. The next slide, please. Climate-related risks and opportunities. You can see here that climate-related risks, which refer to potential negative effects of climate change, and the impact is that the negative climate occurrence that has an impact on the not only the companies but the entire operations, financial, and the performance throughout the nation. People are impacted. The next slide, please. Here it's talking of renewable energy, be it solar, wind power. We need to go for renewable energy. The next slide, please. Let's look at China. It has really advanced itself. It has built solar farms. It has solar highways. We still have a long way to go, particularly in Africa. The next slide, please. But the USA, it's unpredictable. It's talking of clean coal. There is nothing like a clean coal. There is nothing like a clean coal. It is very, very clear. And he's introducing it, giving it a more push so that there will be so much green energy. It is going so much against the green energy theory. The next slide, please. What are the benefits of opting for clean energy? We just heard about the energy, the PPP, that is so much important. But what are the benefits of green energy? How can the green energy help as an individual? Let's move to the next slide. We want to see how it affects us as a person. Air pollution, which is caused by burning fossil fuels, causes heart attacks, respiratory disorders, strokes, asthma. Reducing air pollution is so much important to decrease respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Then women's health. And what I mean about women's health, it includes breast cancer, ovarian diseases. These are all associated with women's health. That decreasing greenhouse and gas emissions helps to mitigate the health risk with climate change, such as heat waves, floods, and the spread of infectious disease. The next slide, please. Here we can see that how the climate change, how it impacts the human health. I will request Dr. Sri Vidya to please share it, because at this stage I'm against time and it's not possible for me to look at each one, but it's very informative. The next slide, please. Yeah. So there is a need to have improved mental health, and this is not said by a doctor, but it's said by those who are expert in environment. They have said that we need to reduce mortality rate due to quality problem, air quality problem. We need to have water pollution less, decrease water pollution and improve water quality. And it's by environment people and not by hospitals which treat human beings. The next slide, please. Again, reduced health care costs due to reduction of pollution, because if there is plastic pollution, if it's air pollution, there is all places we can see only pollution. It affects our health, and most of all the health care cost goes up. The next slide, please. We all want to see the bright future. And here in Tanzania, we have been asked particularly that if we want to save the glaciers in our Mount Kilimanjaro, we need to plant more trees. And we are already planting so many trees, thousands and thousands. And you will have seen in the Environment Day that the Arusha Kilimanjaro people had made a presentation, that there's a lot of sensitization going on planting trees all over. The next slide, please. The next slide, please. Yeah, the next slide, please. Yeah. Now, I particularly, as an individual, if I get an opportunity of signing any petition which is in favor of green energy, which is saving Earth, which is any way saving the planet's creatures, I will always sign a petition. Like here, I was given an opportunity by Nature and Culture International, and here my echo of signing a petition, though it's for California and I'm in Tanzania, in Africa, but I was willing to sign because I could understand that it is so much important to save the planet. The next slide, please. The earth says to us, be cool to me and I will be cool to you. And I'm so much grateful that Dr. Sri Vidya gave me the opportunity to talk. I'm late in speaking. I was supposed to be the first speaker, and I just came to know 5 minutes before the time that I was to talk here. So I'm very apological that I have not done much justice as it was required. And I've seen things of planet much later. So please do understand. And I really appreciate that you gave me the opportunity to speak. Thanks a lot. God bless you all.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Thanks for the great effort. Moving ahead, may I request Dr. Mamta to welcome the next speaker? Dr. Mamta? Okay, we are missing Dr. Mamta there. Moving ahead, our next speaker who is going to speak from representing SRM Ishwara Engineering College is Dr. Gayatri Monica. And ma'am is going to speak on partnership, domestic resource mobilization, and industrialization. And her highlights are going to be the 3 connected pillars of domestic resource mobilization, DRM, industrialization, and energy resource optimization, strengthening thereby. And to be precise, ma'am is IQAC coordinator. Ma'am, you need to elaborate on that because we don't know what is IQAC. And professor and department from the Department of E3, that is Electrical Electronics Engineering. Thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure having you here on our platform. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am, and esteemed delegates and distinguished guests and fellow participants. Myself, Gayatri Monica. I'm a head of an international quality assurance cell. It is an IQAC, where we can deals with about the accreditations and the institutional quality assurance. So I'm taking care of that. And also I'm a professor in Tripoli, and my research area is in the renewable energy. And I was in, nowadays I was a little bit interested in setting the goals with SDGs. So I was as an IQAC, so I was acting as an SDG member, and I was implementing everything with the curricula and as well as with the industries. So it is a privilege.
I'm sure it's going to be a real pleasure hearing out from you, and over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And it is a pleasure and it is a privilege to address this global platform at a G20 International One One Planet Cabinet 2025, where collective wisdom shapes the future of development and cooperations. Today, I speak on the critical traits that will define the success of our shared sustainable development goal, that is domestic resource mobilization, inclusive industrialization, and energy transition. These three pillars, individually important, became transformative when it is connected to an effective partnerships. First, to begin with, we'll go with the domestic resource mobilization. It is not just a financial strategy, it is a foundation of national sovereignty in the development planning. We must focus on enhancing the tax system, strengthening the fiscal governance, leveraging the digital platform for efficient and transparent revenue collections. So, but when you say about the domestic renewable or domestic resource mobilization, it's not more than just a taxation. It is all about a fairness, transparency, and resilience. By strengthening our tax system, reducing the illicit financial flows, and embarrassing this digital finance, we can empower the government to invest in health, education, and infrastructure. Thus, the future demand what we invest is a financial literacy, digital inclusions, and institutional capacity, ensuring that every citizen became a stakeholders in the development. When we go for the industrialization for inclusive growth, we must recognize the power of inclusive industrialization. Industrial growth must not remain confined to large corporations or urban centers. We must robust or support the system for MSME, local manufacturers, and innovation hubs. Green industrial policies, digital infrastructure, and skill development must be the heart of our approaches. Let us reimagine the industry not just a means of growth, but as a platform for our empowerment. What is energy transition? The third pillar, it is more urgent. Around the world, we are seeing a shift from centralized fossil-based system to decentralized as a renewable energy network. Smart metering systems are helping consumers manage the energy use. Infrastructure is evolving to support renewable integration. A new high voltage transmission line or connecting wind-rich regions with industrial demand center. This transition is not just about the climate, it's about the energy access, affordability, and resilience. So when we go for the optimizations, the energy resources through these partnerships, to fulfill the harness, the shift, we must accelerate the investment in solar, wind, bioenergy, support by the smart grid, and cross-border energy trades. Countries like UAE are leading in hydrogen investments, while India Ujala initiatives is lighting millions of homes with LED as example for a scale and impact. Let us work together to build the shared energy platform, catalyze the private capital through blended finance, and harmonize our goal under collective energy security visions. Across all three domains, partnerships are our greatest leverage, whether it is sharing technology, aligning the industry policies, or financially and a green innovation. Collaboration multiples our impact. The G20 with the global footprints have a unique potential to drive the unified, inclusive solution for the industrial corridors, renewable energy grids, and a digital governance framework. As we look ahead, let us commit the strengthening domestic institutions, mainstreaming the circular economic principle, promoting a transparent and accountability of public and private collaborations, enabling the regional coordination for infrastructure and innovation. So let me conclude by refining this. Effective partnership is not an optimal, they are the backbone for the sustainable development. As we reflect on our national priorities and global responsibility, let us recommit to the spirit of SDG, not just as a checklist, but as a moral framework for a human process. Let us mobilize the resource domestically with integrity, industrialize with inclusivity, and transition to clean energy and equity. The future is not something we inherit, it is something we build. Let us start now with us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks to Dr. Gayatri. And definitely that was a very quintessential presentation indeed. May we take it from any of the moderators who are here? Dr. Lakshmi? Dr. Anuradha is here? I don't know what happened in India. Everybody has got an internet problem. Well,
Can I add to it?
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, thank you, ma'am. That was really a wonderful presentation by you. And you add, and in fact, you talked about so many things in a short time. Like you talked about financial literacy, you talked about digital inclusion, the energy transition, strengthening, and the sharing resources. And yes, the best thing that you talked about was strengthening the domestic institutions. Yes, that is very, very important. And it is not just about, we can talk about India, but overall, in overall world, it is very, very necessary that we strengthen the domestic institutions, because when we are strengthening these institutions, actually we are strengthening the youth to think more about research and innovation. And as you said, yes, circularity, circular economy, and this all this concept should be taught to the students, so that once they know about these terms, because now it is not sufficient that we only talk about sustainable development goals, but we have to talk about circularity, we have to talk about ESG. And when the students know this, they can align their studies, they can align their research in this line. And the last sentence that you concluded with, like, partnerships are the backbone. Yes, of course, when we are talking about so many things over here, especially about partnerships and all. So yes, these are the backbone, which and especially like the global partnerships or international partnerships, they're going to help a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Anjum Qureshi. That was a very impromptu summary, but still quintessential rather. Right. So we are going to the next pointer now. So it's our duty to summarize on the whole what is the takeaway from this pointer. Well, partnership, domestic resource mobilization, distillation, and energy resources. Definitely, all these things play a very crucial role in mobilizing domestic resources, promoting industrialization, and developing energy resources. So when we break it down with these categories, under different categories, that is domestic resource mobilization, it comes under the 3 different headers, out of which taxation, strengthening the tax systems and administering this tax system to contribute to the revenue of the country, definitely is helping a lot. Thereby, what we need to take care is the PPs, the 3 Ps, that is public-private partnerships, collaborating with the private sector to mobilize the resources and their expertise, with the monitoring the correct use of the resources. Thereby, it not only paves way for moving forward pathways ahead, it doesn't stop only with the savings and investment, that is encouraging domestic savings and investment to support the economic growth, but also it helps in the industrialization process as well. How it develops, it helps us to work on the infrastructure development, thereby supporting the industrial growth. Technology transfer, which is quite definitely, we can't say in this present world what is the need of the hour, we all know it very well. So acquiring and adapting to the new technologies to enhance our own productivity on the basis of working collaboratively and parallelly on building skilled workforce to support the industrial development. Thereby, also, when we do that, what we need to take care is the energy resources with the renewable energy, investing in solar, wind, and other examples that we have been going through. We have just taken a lot of examples from the deliberations from Dr. Qureshi and Dr. Gayatri as well, with energy efficiency programs inculcating and promoting energy efficient practices being in vogue. in terms of technology and also the resources, but thereby and giving appropriate access to sustainable energy consumption parameters, ensuring access to reliable, affordable energy for all. And last but not the least, definitely how we can do that is working with partnership with all in collaboration, be it PPPs, that is the 3 Ps together, or with the international cooperation, or even talking about the multi-stakeholder partnership, engaging the civil society with the academia and other stakeholders to promote the sustainable development. So by fostering these kind of partnerships, working in collaboration, mobilizing domestic resources, and countries can promote industrialization, develop energy resources, and achieve sustainable development. So thank you so much. Thanks for those wonderful deliberations that are takeaways with a lot of examples. Moving ahead, our next speaker is Dr. Kulkarni, Shruti Kulkarni. Ma'am, hope you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me just give a small briefing about you.
I think due to some network issue, I'll just keep my camera off. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's
Actually, due
definitely
to
okay,
network
ma'am.
issue, I'm
Definitely.
facing.
It's so perfect with us. So ma'am is going to
Am I
speak
audible?
the next pointer, that is people, human resources development and deployment. So the thing is, ma'am is going to highlight on making sustainability way of life for younger generation. So as future leaders, innovators, and change makers, young people hold a key in shaping the greener, more sustainable planet. So she is going to deliberate more on sustainable life choices and habits and eco-friendly practices and campaigns, etc., etc. So to talk more about Dr. Kulkarni, like ma'am is from Dr. Shruti Kulkarni is a placement head and assistant professor at CCS. Ma'am, you need to elaborate on CCS. What is it? State head and core team member at IIU and entrepreneur as well. Ma'am runs a Tatastu Consulting, offering spiritual guidance and healing at Kalangan Art Academy, promoting art as a stress buster. Her mission is empowering women, individuals through education and wellness. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much for a wonderful introduction. And before start, I really would like to, pay my gratitude for to the founder of this providing such a wonderful platform for all of us. Also today's speakers who have joined, and again, Shivida ma'am, this is you also one of them. And let's start my topic. Today my topic is, this is the P. P is one of the important pillar, that is the people. People is related to about the human resource development and engagement today I'm talking about. But before start my topic, I would like to introduce myself. I had 7 years of experience as a HR in industry. So when I work as a HR, so that time I found a very big problem. So whenever we hire youngsters or people students, we can say. So that time there is a huge gap in between the actual academics and whatever the requirements we are looking for. Okay, so to bridge that gap, I joined the academics industry. Since 5 years, I worked as in placement, and I really thankful for God for giving me such a wonderful platform also. Because now I being HR, I want to highlight some points here, and also being a academic also professionals, I would like to highlight some points also. So let's start with the HR. So human resource development and employment. So human resource development play a very important and crucial role, because for any organization, people is a asset for them, and this is a very important thing. Unless and until they don't have a manpower, a skilled manpower, they cannot grow any organization. But nowadays, what happened in front of all of us, we have a very big problem, which is unemployment. So to solve this problem on this, I think using this platform is the biggest, we can say opportunity for all of us. So to solve the unemployment, we can provide the solution we can say the startup as well as innovation. And one more thing I would like to highlight here, we are talking about a goal, sustainable goal of 2030. So in 2030, in our India, 2030, 65% of population, of total population, the 65% generation is the youngster in between age group of 25 to 35. So this is the again a big challenge in front of all of us to drive this manpower to a particular platform. So here also we can highlight the biggest opportunity to provide them, to start their career also, and again a growth and sustainable development. So we can utilize them. But being part of a human resource or being HR, so there are some challenges. So which I would like to highlight. The first one is the talent acquisition and manpower retention or the talent retention. Because nowadays we know very well that the technology is very fast changing, right? So to be a part of that change, we need to upgrade ourselves. And whenever we are talking about this the younger generation, so we need to provide them that facility, that education, that whatever they require to upskill them. Because nowadays the industries are also facing the same problem. So due to we already face that recession and all these problems, right? To solve this kind of a problem, we need to provide them a better education, or we can say experimental education, or whatever the experience based learning education. So I think regarding this, in IIU also there are some work we are working on the same. That is the one policy for the nation, all nations. So this kind of work actually we are doing. But over here also the talent acquisition is very important part, and I think the biggest challenge in front of all organizations. So apart from this, there is again a leadership. So leadership is also very important nowadays. What happened, because this youngster and the young generation, they are having everything in one click only. So Srividya ma'am, I think whenever we as a student, we face a lot of things like academics related also. If we want to find out some detailed answer of any question, we need to refer a reference book from library. But nowadays, due to the technology and development, only on one click, each and everything the students are getting with number of solutions. So this is the change has happened, and it's actually it's we can say it is increasing day by day. So being HR or this is the again a biggest challenge in front of human resource development to utilize and upgrade to whoever the youngsters or the young generation, and again upskill them. So and apart from this, we are talking about the development, growth, career, whatever, everything. But apart from this, they need to maintain mental as well as physical health also. This is also important nowadays, because we also know that we have to fight with the AI. Each and everyone is need to be ready to fight with AI. Whatever the technologies are coming up, we need to upscale ourselves, upgrade ourselves to face and sustain in this competition. So over here, I also want to highlight and like how we can overcome this kind of the problem which is in front of us. And next one I would like to highlight over here. This is the diversity and also equity and inclusion. This is also important part. And one more thing is I would like to highlight again. One more thing is we need to motivate to our young generation with high moral. So then only they can able to prove themselves and again sustain in the competition. So I would like to conclude my this all whatever the points I highlight over here. And one more thing I want to say, this platform, using this platform, let's take action for our future generation. And this platform is not only a process of progress, this is the continuous progress. So thank you so much for giving me wonderful opportunity for express my thought. And thank you so much,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for those very kind words, rather, like not only to the people, but also to the planet. So making sustainability a way of life for the younger generation is definitely the need for the today's paced world. That's what your deliberation is all about. And sustainability is more than just a concept. It has become the way of life. We do agree with you, especially for the younger generation. As future leaders, innovators, and change makers, young people hold the key to shaping the greener, more sustainable planet. And that's the planet, that's the only planet that we have. So we all have equal responsibilities in saving that planet. And we are with you on this platform for this deliberation. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful deliberation indeed. Over to the next speaker, Mr. Anand Kumar, on the same topic, on the same pointer. That is, yeah. Anand Kumar, hope you're ready. Yes, sir?
Yeah, okay. I will share my screen with you.
Yeah. So a little more about Mr. Anand Kumar. Like sir is representing Ishwar College of Engineering. And he has been working with Ishwar College. Is an associate professor from Ishwar College of Engineering. He holds a PhD in Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University with 14 years of teaching and research experience. Commendable, sir. His expertise spans IoT, VLSI, signal processing, FPGA implementation, and channel coding. He has guided numerous UG, PG projects and published extensively in IoT and signal processing. He has earned his master's in applied electronics from SSN College of Engineering. And over to you, sir. And sir is going to speak upon human resource development and employment are crucial components of a thriving economy and organization success, where HRD focus on enhancing employee skills, knowledge, and competences through training, education, and professional growth opportunities. So we'd like to hear more from you, sir. Thank you so much. Please enlighten us with your HRD strategies. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day to all. Am I audible?
You're audible and your screen is quite visible, sir. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I am Anand Kumar, Associate Professor from Department of PCE at Sri Ishwar College of Engineering. I am excited to talk about the people, human resource development, and employment to play a key role in sustainable goals. Before going into the slide, we are going to focus on the outline. Here, what we are going to see today. So we are going to focus on what are the 5 C's and the power of 4 E's and the introduction to HRD, and focused on the SDG and this presentation and the outcome. Okay, so if you go for the 5G principle, the 5G plays the people, prosperity, planet, and peace and partnership. In this slide, we have related the SDG goal with the 5 P's. Now, in this session, we are going to focus on the people, but all the P's in this are interrelated with the SDGs. The power of 4 E's, if you are going for the power of 4 E's, to reach people effectively, we must connect not just logically, but emotionally and socially. Here are the four E's which are going to have a new approach. The entertainment, which draw the attention and emotion, like Planet Earth series, which engaged over 500 million viewers. Engagement, it realized effort and monitor sustainable actions. Engagement transfer the passive audience into an active audience. The exploration, forecast, and the deep understanding of connecting people directly with real world challenges. Next, we are moving to an introduction to HRDA. So HRD is nothing but a human resource development. It's just about training. It's about unlocking the human potential. It includes skilling, enabling self-reliance, ensuring gender equality, and bridging digital divides, which plays a crucial role in economic productivity and ensure no one left behind in the SDG journey. Here we can classify into the four major parts here: upskilling and reskilling of future ready enforcement, that is young engineers, and promoting gender equality in employment and leadership, and forecasting entrepreneurship and self-reliance, and the youth development, rural development, and digital environment. So first, we are going to focus on upskilling and reskilling of future ready enforcement. The key focus area will be digital literacy. The digital literacy is the foundation for participating in today's economy. Lifelong here we can go for having a practical and functional skills, critical thinking and evaluation, and e-safety measurement, and collaboration with the outside world. Next, next key focus area will be the lifelong learning. Here, lifelong learning, the focusing on alignment with the business category and defining and designing the business leaders, and determining the employable capability and identifying these key gaps, and design learning journey, and plan and implement the LRDA initiatives. In digital literacy, lifelong learning ensures the relevance and growth to one career, which is through certificate program or workspace learning, or we must promote the mindset of the continuous learning. Here are the benefits. We are going to focus on the lifelong learning, where enhancing the board experience, bridge performance gap, and maintaining consistency in knowledge sharing, and improve employment engagement and retention, and boost employment confidence, and increase the customer satisfaction. So next one, we are going for a key focus area, that is 3 Ps, that is public, private, and partnership. Here it is more accessible for vocational education based upon this system level governance in vocational education. To scale the skill development, public-private relationship is essential. Government scheme, industry sponsored upskilling, and NGO supports create a robust learning ecosystem. The collaboration is the key in creating the sustainable environment. Next one, we are going for focusing the entrepreneurship and self-reliance. To enabling the startup ecosystem, it gives the strong network between the mentors and the advisor, and superficious policy and regulation, and skilled workforce. Beside the employment, we must nurture job creator, that is entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship drives the innovation in creating jobs and boosts self-confidence. Then if you are going for empowering your financial journey, we will be having have some proven strategy, that is financial strategy, that is bridging, investing, planning, and business management. Then we are going for capital and access to the capital, access to the capitals, that is microfinance. Microfinance solutions, government scheme like Mudra and angel funding will which will make us to be better then we will going for business incubation. The technical guidance will be provided for the entrepreneur. Then the strategy advice, that depending upon the market level, they will be having a strategic plan to implement the product-based learning. Next, we will be focusing on the support of early stage ventures. That is nothing but when you are going for technical monitoring and marketing support, we will be going for support for the early ventures. Next one will be focusing on the sustainable ventures, that will be empowered through leadership, the support of young people and women to lead a social and green enterprise, and inclusive of growth and innovation. This promote the policy, grant, and challenges for the SDG to start up. This build a network for peer monitoring and market access. Next, next will be going on the promoting gender equality in employment and leadership. So the first key strategy will be equal pay, safe workplace, and leadership access. In in equal pay, there should be a pay transparency. The pay transparency will be the joint pay assessment when the gap between the male and female workers should not exceed 5%, and the enforcement and reparation will compares of loss and damages with burden proof for an employer, and right for information. The worker should have a right to receive information on the individual pay level and average pay levels in the workspace, and pay level career in career distribution of criteria. We have defined a pay level and pay propagation. Okay, so next key category will be the gender issue. Here we should have both equality in both women and men here. When women face pay gaps and limited leadership role and work in insecurity, we need to focus on equal enforcement on equal pay and create a safe workspace for women to be in a part of company, and provide access to the leadership training where they can be provided a better opportunity in both team lead and also in other criteria, and offer in incentive for the organization promoting the gender diversity. This can be able to give gender equality in the employment and leadership for women in the Next part will be the youth development and digital empowerment. Here in youth development, in most of the city, younger generation will plays a vital role in all the countries, where they can focus on the leadership and human values, autonomy and access, and confidence building and capacity building and mutual trust. The youth are the greatest resources to tap the potential. We must expand the digital infrastructure in rural and semi-urban areas, and deliver particular outcome-based education aligned with the national educational policy, and start up innovation hubs for local job creation in agriculture, craft, and tourism. Here are the target employment programs for rural and semi-urban youth. It increases the employability in youth development, and it increases the job security, and enhance the soft skill throughout the technology. In this presentation, we have focused on the poverty, SDG 1, SDG 4, SDG 5, that is gender equality, SDG 8, that is work and economic growth, and 9 will be the industry innovation and infrastructure, and 12 will be the responsible communication and consumption and production. The outcome of this presentation, we have to empowering people through equality, access, and innovation, driving inclusive growth and sustainable environment as a core level of SDG 2030 vision. At last, I thank Sri Ishwar College of Engineering Management for this opportunity, and I thank the coordinator, Dr. Suresh, and Dr. Vivekkumar, the coordinator of SDG Wing, and the various speakers who are the resource person for the past week. And last, I will thank the organizing team of iGen, who plays a vital role in organizing this event as part of lot of weeks with coordination and involvement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anand Kumar, and thanks for all the insights that you have shared, especially highlighting on the SDGs of 1, that is no poverty, SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 5 with gender equality and decent work and economic growth, also like SDG 8 with industrial innovation infrastructure. That's SDG 9, and SDG 12, summing it up with the SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. Thank you so much. And we will come back to you after we hear it from Mr. Next speaker. That is Mr. Davis, who's here to deliberate on the same topic. Mr. Davis, hope you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Human resource development and the employment are the crucial for countries' growth and development. And coming to Mr. Davis, talking about Mr. Davis, he is, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for your, he's a 21-year-old sustainability influencer who is pursuing his bachelor's in biomedical engineering at Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute. So upon 15 years of learning experience, and you're 21 and you're already 15 years of learning experience, he holds multiple achievements for organizing and participation in multiple events from his school education and has received Eco Activist Award for his contribution towards sustainability development from Institution of Green Engineers in the year 2024 and has been assigned as ambassador for multiple events. Congratulations to you, Mr. Davis. And Mr. Davis is going to deliberate on the development of the human resource and the creation of sustainability employment opportunities that are very key central to economic growth, social equity, and long-term national development. So over to you, Mr. Davis. We would like to hear from you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the very brief introduction. I hope I'm visible and my screen is visible as well.
Yes, you are.
So, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom, and human resource development is the catalyst to empower individuals for a brighter future. With that, I would like to deliver a very greetings to one and all present in this G20 International One Planet Cabinet. Moving on to my topic, human resources development. So, well, the research says that human resources development refers to the process of improving and enhancing skills and abilities of employees within an organization. So, the last slide conveyed that it is a skill developing process. Human resource development is nothing but a screen. It is nothing but a skill developing process. But what are the SDGs that are involved in the human resource development process? SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 4, quality education. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. SDG 5, gender equality. SDG 10, reduced inequalities, along with SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. Now, how are human resources contributing themselves towards sustainability? So how is human resources contributing towards sustainability? Let's talk about SDG 4, quality education. Human resource management contributes through training development, lifelong learning initiatives. For example, in the field of medicine or in the field of engineering or in the field of technology, computer science engineering all over the world, it is a lifelong learning initiatives taken under the theme of SDG 4. SDG 5, gender equality. Human resources management promotes diversity, equity, inclusion, ensuring equal opportunities for both the genders. And when we talk about SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, HRM fosters fair labor practices, safe working conditions, and sustainable economic growth as well. When we talk about equality, we are supposed to talk about reduced inequalities as well. That is SDG 10 proposed by the United Nations. HRM promotes inclusive workplaces, reducing inequalities and promoting diversity. When we talk about SDG 12, responsible consumption and protection, human resource management encourages sustainable practices, reducing waste and promoting eco-friendly behaviors. For example, reducing the usage of plastics everywhere. The plastic that we use every day is affordable, but it is not sustainable. Moving on to the next slide, I'm not going to deliberate much on the other SDGs. When we talk about human resources management or human resources development, the word human itself is a resource that is created by the Almighty. But when we are talking about SDG 4 quality education, we must come across that the theme or the motto of SDG 4 to provide quality education for everyone, everywhere, and promote opportunities for lifelong learning. So learning is different and lifelong learning is different. People used to say, every day is a learning process. I came here in this G20 International Cabinet, One Planet Cabinet, to represent as a speaker. I learned here myself as a speaker. Tomorrow, I go to another organization and learn something else. So every day is a learning process. Whereas SDG 4 initiates and aims to provide quality education for everyone, everywhere, and promote opportunities for lifelong learning. And when we come across the reports of 2024, about 84 million children and youth will be out of school without additional measures if not taken by 2030. The main theme of SDG 4 is to eliminate all the discrimination that has been happened over quality education in the society today. And when we talk about the effects of COVID-19, the pandemic caused learning losses in 4 in 5 of 104 countries, the research states. Moving on to the next slide. Human resources can help in various ways to achieve the theme of SDG 4 quality education. So when we are talking about quality education, we came to know that it provides the theme of providing people with a very good initiative of developing the skills. But how does human resources help to achieve SDG 4? Talent development. So quality education provides a strong foundation for students. For example, I am from the organization that I'm representing today is Dr. MGR Education Research Institute. One more organization that I'm representing today is the Institution of Green Engineers. So my task at Institution of Green Engineers, I am assigned as the coordinator for hygiene and safety. I have to maintain data. I have to claim designs. I have to get approval for each and every design, for each and every works that they give me. The thing is, I develop a skill. I develop a talent. I develop a talent of speaking in front of everyone. I develop a skill of designing posters and getting approval for it. And when we are talking about the second point, industry-relevant curriculum, collaboration between educators and HR professionals can ensure curriculum is relevant to industry needs, preparing students for their work forces. For example, when we talk about internship and all those things, I am from the biomedical engineering background. I wanted to seek education in the computer science engineering platform in sense. When I go to computer science engineering platform, the only thing that I will be learning is about AI, about web designing and all those things. When a person from the Department of Computer Science Engineering is coming over my code, they will be learning about what is biology, what is medicine, what is the relevance between biology and medicine, all those things. And when we are talking about practical experiences, the more we practice, the more theoretical things that we gain can only not give us the entire result for us. The practical things that we practice, we must practice each and experiment which we learn theoretically. Only by experimenting it practically, we can develop our resources which God has given us. When we are developing it by ourselves, then only it becomes a human resources development, or else it becomes resources development. And when we are talking about the fourth pointer, workforce development, quality education can provide a pipeline of skilled workers. It can develop and retain talent within organization. And when we are talking about pointer 5, innovation and research, collaborations can lead to innovative solution and research opportunities, driving business and economic growth as well. I'm not taking much time off the meet, so I would like to go a little bit faster. Employability requirements. So we talked about a topic which is known as human resource development. Okay, that is aiding us to develop some of the sustainability, some of the SDGs. But what in general employability requirements? When we are talking about employability requirements, the research says the world of today, the AI world, the modern world of today, experts, job seekers to fill their resumes with lot of innovations and skills to get their employment. For example, India's unemployment rate reached to 9.2% in June 2024, an 8-month high according to Center of Monitoring Indian Economy. So when we are talking about 1 year back, we are in the month of June, in the date of 8th, 2025 for now. Let's just compare the rate. 1 year ago, it's 9.2% of unemployment. the job seekers has to fill their resumes. For example, if I'm consuming an education in the sector of IT, I must have a certification course in another department, either in entrepreneurship or in innovation or in MBA or something related to that. The world today is expecting for us to fill a resume with lots of skills and research-oriented program certifications. And moving on to the next slide, the general requirements of job seekers to get their employment. So first and major thing is skill development, providing training and development opportunities to enhance employee skills and knowledge. When we talk about CGPA, when we talk about grade points, when we talk about one being top, one being skill, being top, you go to a particular subject, you learn the topics, you memorize them, you write them in the exam, you get 97% for that. But that alone will never declare you an employment in a company. Well, I read the news two days ago. A girl who has got over 50 certification and 8 medals was rejected her resume because she was not able to express her skill in the one-to-one interview. Well, that showcased her. That showcased that skill development can cause you any sort of jobs in today's world. Then when we are talking about skill development, the skill development can be progressed only under continuous learning. That is the second point that I have mentioned in this slide. So encouraging a culture of lifelong learning and adapting change. For example, now the world is upon AI. So when I wanted to make dosa, if I go to Meta or if I go to ChatGPT, and if I just give an input over there, just give me the recipe of making dosa, it will be giving me within 5 points. And if I'm asking it to translate in regional languages, it is translating for me. So now today the world is depending on AI. But what about tomorrow? When there is lot of rate increased in the admission, for example, the admission rates are increased in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, while web designing and AI being increased. What about the departments like EEE and ECE and all those things? When there is an increase in the rate of employment in CSE, when there is an increase in the rate of admission in CSE, what about the future generation? What is the employment status of CSE engineering in future? After 5 years, I'm talking about. I definitely hope this condition will change. So when we are going to talk about career growth, supporting employees' career advancement and professional growth. So it is not that only we have to develop a skill alone, by getting the certificates like achieving something related to our core or away from our core. So away from our core gives us an experience of learning new things. When we wanted to eat the same dinner and same breakfast every day, it gets bored, right? So when we are going and seeking for another food menu, it's getting interesting. That's what I have mentioned in the third point. So when we're talking about fourth point, industry relevant curriculum, ensuring education and training aligned, this we have seen in the last slide as well. Then fifth thing is mentorship and coaching. When we talk about skill development, we ought to talk about mentorship and coaching as well. I'm standing here because a very big person behind me has arranged me for this meeting. A person who is giving me the guidance to present in this meet today. So I'm not exclusively telling that we need someone to guide, but this is the demand now. This is the thing now. The AI can support us to make dosa, but only our amma and appa can come as can come with us and come. They can join hands with us, and they can just tell us how to do dosa, right? So the mentorship and coaching. So this is the primary requirement, the major requirement, along with skill developments for job seekers to get their employment in this AI world today. Moving on to next slide. Okay, when we talk about the merits and demerits about AI, let's just talk about our core. We are in a G20 international cabinet, one planet. We are working towards sustainability. We are talking about youth development. We are talking about human resource development. We are talking about their employment. We are talking about SDG 1, no poverty. We are talking about SDG 17, partnership for the goal. We are talking about SDG 16, SDG 5. But why aren't we talking about something that is supporting sustainability? So I would like to tell a very small research here. So the term artificial intelligence helps us to increase quality education by providing notes of every theoretical concept. The story I was telling, when I had to prepare this presentation, being honest, I was not very much aware about human resource development and this. But the thing is, AI has helped me to generate the PPT version for this. AI has told me what is human resource development, what is SDG 5, what is SDG 6. To be frank, I know something about SDGs, but not very much about human resource development. It has helped me to gain knowledge about human resource development, and it has aided me to come and present over here. So what I would say, my presentation is not under the rules of SDG 1 or 2, but it is helping me to develop sustainability as a part of sustainability. It is helping me to develop SDG 17, which is partnership for the goal. I came here representing as a speaker in this cabinet today. I'm playing a small role for the development of sustainability over G20 International Cabinet today. So AI is not only helping us through various sectors, but it is also helping us to develop sustainability as. So with that moment, I take my greatest moment to thank Dr. Srividya ma'am and the entire team of the Institution of Green Engineers, the G20 International Cabinet for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to present. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Well, that was quite insightful. And your highlights on development of human resources and the creation of sustainable employment opportunities being the central key for economic growth, social equity, and long-term national development is definitely being accepted. And as you rightly said, the human resource development encompasses of the education, vocational training, skill enhancement, health, and overall capacity building initiatives that prepare individuals to participate productively in the labor market. So coming to the 21st century, there is always a demand for the economies being increasingly knowledge and technology driven, and the demand for skilled and adaptable innovative workers has intensified the employment sector. Particularly, decent and inclusive employment is not just an economic necessity, but a cornerstone of human dignity and social stability. Thank you so much. Before we sum it up with taking the key insights from the before two speakers, human resource development, as we are moving to the next pointer ahead, so we are going to sum it up. What are our key takeaways from human resource development and employment is crucial for a country's growth and development, as Dr. Anand Kumar has mentioned, and also Mr. Davis and the other speaker, like Dr. Anand Kumar, Mr. Davis, and who was the other speaker who was speaking on the same topic?
Shruti Kulkarni.
Yeah, ma'am, Shruti Kulkarni. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So the human resource development is about it comes under three different categorically: education and training, capacity building, and it's a lifelong learning process. So this is quite evident. By providing quality education, vocational training to equip people with relevant skills in the market, such that they are able to be with all competencies, they are able to present themselves in the market, enhancing the workforce to adapt to the changing job market trends and demands, encouraging, thereby it leads to a necessity of continuous learning process and the professional development. So when we do that, it pays as a very key thing for job creation. It catalysts the job creation and promoting entrepreneurship, innovation, and investment to create more and more job opportunities, such as green skills, which are the key thing in the trend now. As such, it's not going to be a traditional work ecosystem in the sense that nobody in my era, it was engineering was such a thing. Like if you're an engineer, then every family should have an engineer, every family should have a doctor. Now it's not the trend. whoever you are, you need to have an AI skilled person in your family, or you should be a skilled person such that to be in the market as such. So thereby, if at all we equip ourselves with the changing job market trends, with a decent work, ensuring fair wages, as it was in the sense it was incited with even gender equality, that is SDG 5, with safe working conditions, taking care of both the sexes and male and female, exactly, and the social protection for all the workers as such. Irrespective of the gender social protection for all the workers who are involved in it. So the labor market flexibility, in the sense leveraging on the local job trends, in the sense things which are in UAE is totally different, things which are in UAE is totally different, things which are in India is totally different, things which are in Africa is different. So we need to adopt ourselves to the local trends which are required to facilitate the smooth transition between job switchovers, in the sense like exactly moving between the countries, beyond borders, it is quite acceptable, and it becomes the actual need of the hour for anyone and everyone to be ready for the change. So what could be the key strategies? In the sense, investing in the human capital, prioritizing education, training, skill development to build a competitive workforce, promoting entrepreneurship. How long can you be working? Like, you can have your own startups, in the sense small, medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, for the innovation and to drive job creation as such. You will be contributing, as you rightly said, Davis was actually mentioning, how am I contributing to the SDG goals is a key thing. So instead of just going and seeking for a job, why not you become an entrepreneur? Why don't you have your own company such that you will be able to give job for somebody? So fostering such that inclusive goal, employment opportunities, and promoting social inclusion as such will definitely benefit when it comes to the economic growth, with a skilled productive workforce that will contribute to the economic growth and competitiveness, and poverty reduction, and also improving literacy percentage of the countries, improving living standards, and with social sustainability, with decent workforce and employment opportunities in cohesion will be there. So by investing in the human resource development and promoting employment opportunities, countries can unlock that potential for sustainable growth and development. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Only thing what I want to, my last thing is just exclusive from Mr. Davis. If at all we are talking about change, we should be the change that we wish to see in the society. It should begin from ourselves. So we should be the one such that we are able to influence the change, not inherit or inflict the change upon the society. We should be able to influence the change in the society and the community such that it is taken forward to the country. And as you rightly mentioned, our duty is to celebrate every single moment of our life so as to evolve as self, taking forward to the community and then to the terrain. Thank you, Davis. Thanks for joining us on this platform. It's always
Thank
a
you, ma'am.
wonderful. So with all these deliberations, today we have talked about 5 different pointers so far. As we started with the planet, talking about food security, nutrition, conservation of resources, agriculture. Prosperity, we have just kept it aside for financial inclusion because this financial part comes in every single pointer as well. Partnership, domestic resources, mobilization, industrialization, and energy resources. People, human resource development, and employment. Thereby, pathways forward, innovation and digitalization with competency, compliancy, and governance is the key thing that's going to really say us exactly what we need to implement, how we need to implement, how we need to adopt, how we need to adapt, how we need to evolve, such that we are taking forward exactly what is required. On that note, please allow me to present you before you Dr. Dilton Roberlo, who has been waiting so patiently, so very patiently. My sincere apologies to you, sir. And really, he was one among those first few speakers who have joined first, and he has been waiting patiently to contribute on this brilliant pointer, pathways forward, innovation, whether it is innovation, whether it is digitalization, whether it is competency or compliancy or the governance. So we will, he wants to explore strategic approaches to the future, proofing organizations in the digital era, emphasizing that digitalization, the framework highlights in the transformation role of technology in enhancing operational efficiency, transparency, and resilience across all sectors. That's so very brilliant, sir. So Dr. Dalton is a postdoctoral degree in law from UNIME, Italy, PhD in the law from Gamma Filho University. Hope I've got it right. Rio de Janeiro, and professor in undergraduate and graduate program in law, and from St. Augustine Law School of St. Lagos, and Dr. Dalton Ribeiro. And this Ribeiro is Dr. Dalton Ribeiro is representing from Brazil, and this Ribeiro is a family name of the governance there. Thank you, sir. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sukumar, for this very kind invitation. I have a screen to share. I'll be sharing. Okay.
We are able to view your screen, sir.
Yes, it's visible.
It's visible, but it's not in presentation mode.
Okay.
And
now?
Actually, it is, you need to go to the slideshow.
Oh, because I'm already in the slideshow.
It's okay. Then you can present. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I'm very honored to be here, and my topic, it'll be innovation, digitalization, and competence, compliance towards Industry 4.0. And I wanted to highlight digitalization. Well, it is an honor to speak to you today on the transformative journey we are being a part of in the era of Industry 4.0, a revolution represented by the convergence of cyber physical systems, artificial intelligence, and digital technologies. While the meaning and scope of digitalization, well, digitalization is not just the transition from analog to digital systems. It refers to the integration of digital technologies into every aspect of business and production, creating data-driven ecosystems capable of self-betterment, predictive maintenance, and decentralized decision-making. And continuing, as digitalization evolves, it reshapes the skills landscape. Technical knowledge alone is no longer sufficient. Workers must acquire digital competencies, including data literacy, computational thinking, and an understanding of AI systems. And now talking about compliance and ethical considerations. With great technological power comes great regulatory responsibility. Compliance in the digital era involves more than following existing laws. It requires proactive governance frameworks, particularly concerning data protection, cyber security, intellectual property, and algorithmic transparency, and the challenges and the future outlook. Despite its potential, digitalization creates challenges. The digital divide, the risk of technological unemployment, and ethical dilemmas surrounding decision-making by algorithms. And to address these, stakeholders must embrace co-responsibility, combining innovation with regulation and technology with values. And for my conclusion, I see that digitalization is the heartbeat of Industry 4.0. It redefines how we work, produce, and relate. But for it to succeed, we must invest not only in infrastructure, but in human competencies and institutional resilience. So, thank you very much, and always a great pleasure to be here among you all.
Thank you, Dr. Deltran. That was a wonderful summing it up with the need of the hour, that is innovation and digitalization. So moving forward, that is focusing on the innovation and digitalization competency and compliancy. It's a key thing with the emerging technologies, digital transformation, and which will create the innovation ecosystem by fostering collaboration between the startups, academia, and the industries. Thereby, we will be able to implement digital solutions to enhance operations, definitely customer experiences, and also with the competitiveness with leveraging the technologies, as you rightly mentioned, AI, blockchain, IoT, to drive innovation and thereby the efficiency. And definitely with the competencies of skill development, investing in training and development programs to build a competent workforce is our key responsibility, rather, because we are the ones who are going to create the planet. So it is our key responsibility in organizing these training developmental programs, facilitating or for these investing programs to develop a competent workforce with the digital literacy, which is actually required with necessary digital skills that thrive upon in rapidly changing environment. It's like taking vaccination for any kind of disease. We don't really wait for the disease to come to, prevention is better than cure. So to just, incubate ourselves, we take these kind of training such that we are more with a culture of lifelong learning to stay up to date with the latest technologies. Thereby, we are more competent. We become more competent in this challenging world with any kind of compliancy which is there, without compromising on the regulatory frameworks, which are very key with the local relevant laws, and also the national and international rules and laws, which are with the industry standards, with definitely the risk management. As I always say, in any kind of related to digitalization and innovation, every day, so much of collected data is there somewhere. We think that we are deleting it from our devices, but it is definitely getting stored there. Who is going to do that waste removal from that cloud area? The cloud computing that we're talking about, every day it is getting accumulated. So it will become like these rivers which are getting, the seas and oceans which are accumulated with plastic, and we are trying to just, repair it with the restoration force majeure now. But 10 years later from now, this is going to be a threat, huge threat for us. The digital waste management system, which comes under the AI governance to mitigate risks and the resource of non-compliance, which is going to be there. definitely we need to monitor on these complaincy factors, adhering to the rules and regulations with clear policies, accountability, and stakeholder engagement. So thereby embracing innovation, digitalization, and competency building, and with the due respect to complaincy and governance, we'll be having more clear pathways ahead to drive on growth, innovation, and sustainability, ensuring compliance and good governance. Thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful presentation, wonderful deliberation. And it's always a pleasure working with you. And it's a blessing to have you with us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I totally agree with you. My respects. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. So moving ahead, our closing remarks is from Dr. Professor Charles on pathways ahead on all those SDGs. Thank you, Professor. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the speakers. May God continue to bless you and empower you with all the wisdom necessary for us to actualize that sustainability development goal, and also to actualize the Addis Ababa action agenda. I need to appreciate everybody. We have started. We want to make sure there is a sustainability living on the earth. We have been able to see how all our various speakers were able to demonstrate the 5 P's as regards the prosperity, the planet, the prosperity, the partnership, the people, and I want to speak on the pathway forward. Before getting to the pathway forward, it's always good to know that we should all be engaged. By being engaged, meaning that we should be involving our initiative in encouraging people, most especially the employees, to participate in environmental consciousness in the area of recycling, the area of reducing waste, the area of composting, and also the area of volunteering work, which people fail to do. By doing this, you know that you are being engaged, so that we'll be able to sustain that our pathway of the future. Also, we look at the area of exploring. When you talk of explain in the sense that in the classroom, we're able to make a project, able to divide, make some initiatives, start to focus on the 6 R's. What are the 6 R's? Reducing, reuse, recycle, rethink, refuse, and repair. All these are very paramount. Who are these our leaders that are expressing this? We are the leaders, we are researchers, we are experts, we are innovators, and also we are change makers. That is why it is always good to focus on it. And thirdly, we need to emphasize on the area of endowment. Endowment, instead of focusing on investment, invest in the area, long-term financial needs of an institution, whereby we promote a
We lost Professor Charles there. Professor?
and attribute things, also in the sense of environmental, social governance, which are very, very important. Then come to my main topic of pathway forward. We look at the area of innovation, we look at the area of digitalization, we look at the area of competency, we look at the area of compliance and governance, of which by the time we look at all this, we make sure that we are able to actualize the success. Innovation, what we mean by that? Talking about what we call always embracing on technology practices that reduces environmental impact and improve resources efficiency. We also look at the area of upholding the following enduring resources, circular economic practices, look at the area of innovation solution for maybe waste management, and looking at the pollution control, vertical farming. We look at the blockchain. We also look at the supply chains of transparency, look at the eco-friendly practices, like what I said lately, reducing food waste, using public transportation, and conserving energy, of which it is very important. And we also look at the area of collaborating. Correctly said that between researchers, we don't need to do things on our own. We need to collaborate with some other people so that things will be easier for us in businesses, in policy makers. Also, when we look at the area of digitalization, we're looking at the area of optimizing resources, using use, and also the driving innovation, fostering circular economy, embracing digital tools and technology. We should also look at improving the area of efficiency, look at improving the area of reducing waste, supporting sustainable practices. All these are very key, and they need to be taken into consideration. By the time we have all this, we see that we'll be able to actualize our goal as regards the digitalization. We also look at the area of supply local businesses with digital market tools. We look at e-commerce platform. We also look at the implementation of smart building technology. We look at promoting electrical vehicle, public transportation. We look at the bike sharing program. We look at upholding smart waste management. We look at the tracking of waste. As regards the optimization, collection of goods, and look at the facilitating recycling, which are very key in digitalization. We look at creating more resilience and equitable future. We also look at focusing on sustainability throughout the life cycle, which is very paramount. We also look at the area of remote sensing or sensoring of detect changes in the environment, how the weather change, everything. We look at that so as to help on how to mitigate or how to try to get to what we are doing so as to hit the nail on the head. Also, we look at uploading real-time data on the environment condition, like the air quality. We look at the water pollution, and also we look at the area of optimizing energy consumption, like water usage. Look at the green building. Look at having and implementing smart building technology. All these are key. By the time we are able to do it, we have a very good in the area of digitalization. Look at the area of competency. We need to uphold promoting equipping individual and community with the knowledge and the skill and the attitude needed so as to actualize competency. Also look at the area of to make informed choices and take effective action that contribute to a more suitable world, which is very important. And also we look at the area of the call to education, promoting education. That's why some of the institutions doing that, which is very good. Try to explain to people, let people know they need to be educated, fostering on a lifetime learning and empowering individuals to adopt suitable life styles. We also look at the area of development and promoting skills in the sense that the system thinking, look at the problem solving, look at the collaboration and community skills. We look at fostering teamwork and effective communication, which is very bad. Adaptability. We need to adapt. Having adaptability skill, we're able to learn to adapt to changes and embracing new challenges. Not what we have been doing, we keep on doing. No, we need to adapt. By the time we adapt, we are managing. We are able to actualize that goal of sustainability. The area of ability to promote and uphold education awareness by exercising our power in the area of formal education, which is very key. Teaching environmental issues and social responsibility. These are key. Economic sustainability, very key in schools, whereby we also teach our students in curriculum how all these things, let them know, so that by the time they see all these challenges ahead, they'll be able to manage too. By the time we teach them, it's good we teach them to be adapted to the system. Doing that, we know that we are actualizing our goal, organizing workshops, events, promoting practical skill and raising awareness so people will know. By the time they know, they will be in tune of what we are doing, offering continual learning and skills development, the long-time learning, developing and disseminating information, material that are suitable to the suitability practices, which are key in doing all these things. We'll be able to actualize that. That is what we should be looking at. By the time we are able to look at that objectively and holistically, we see that we'll be able to drive it. While utilizing technology notes, we should know the following: implementing compliance, as in having a software of compliance management software. This software will be able to automate key processes and will be able to monitor compliance and track companies' activities, which is very important, and leveraging on technology in the essence of enhancing training, e.g. online learning training platform, having digital resources, and also to be able to deliver compliance training. We need all these things. Utilization of technology to streamline reporting. In the way of reporting, must be compliance. By the time we do all this, we see that we'll be able to have a pathway, a feature that will give us our dream, what we need. We also look at the area of governance. When we talk of governance, we are looking at the area of establishing and maintaining fair and transparent accountability system of control and decision making within the organization. For a good compliance, we'll be able to have this following principle and uphold them to the highest level: transparency, accountability, fairness, equity, ethics, and rule of law. These are very paramount. By the time we do that, we know that we'll be able to actualize our dream. Compliance must also focus on the specific area whether the board effectiveness, whether the risk management, whether the compliance, internal control, ethical conduct or communication or stakeholder engagement. All these are very important. I also will know the benefit of a good governance that it has to do with increasing trust, improving performance, reduce risk, enhancing reputation, and also long-term sustainability. Having done this, we know that we'll be able to actualize the future, and God will come to help us. Keep on loving one another, doing things that are good. By the time we do that, have consign, show the love, show all the necessary things we need to show. So people will be happy. Everybody will be happy. We're able to have a popular Lord. We're able to have things that will help us to be useful and be meaningful. Then sustainability development will come to perfection. And my friend, the Addis Ababa Action Group will be. These are what we all look into consideration, and God will come to help us. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. I give you thanks. I give you all the speakers. I thank you. And I thank you, our great moderator, who have been moderating us all the while. May God bless you and empower everyone that are listening right now. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Professor Charles. That was a quite emotional ending, rather, I would say, like when it comes to that. And as I was mentioning to Davis, it's be the change that we wish to see is a key thing that we need to work on. And definitely, as you rightly mentioned, all comes under, they're all more interrelated. And everything is so linked together such that all the 17 SDGs is all linked together such that each one has to be integrated. And as we all know that instead of talking about going to happen, we are going to do, we will be doing this. Instead of that, start doing things such that someday when we look back and see, we are already into that. So that's where we are. And as we rightly agree, and from your country, we do agree with exactly what kind of passion and what all you mentioned in your deliverance, more related to your country, but not only your country, but also the global phenomenon. Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's what this SDG is all about. That's what this SDG 2030 agenda is all about. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody would like to contribute anything like Pratiksha or Kapilan, Anjum Qureshi ma'am? Would you like to add on there? Shruti Kulkarni ma'am? Anybody? If I could see hands up and then I will go. Otherwise, I will go for summary. Dr. Delchin, would you like to add on there, please?
Well, just some words in order to thank you for this very kind invitation to be here among you all. I have delivered 4 times in this prestigious event. I'm very pleased, very honored, and that's the role of the university. It's to discuss very important issues about environment, about our society, about climate change, and to find solutions. We have to talk to find solutions. And I believe, as you believe, that our planet has still opportunity to be saved, because we have only this wrong. I do not want to go to Mars or to other planets. That's our planet. So that's where we live, and our next generations will live with a health environment. So thank you so much, and hope to continue this discussing in the next congresses.
Well, thank you, Dr. Delchin. Thank you. Thanks for the blessing. And we will definitely do it. Yes, Mr. Davis. Okay, we'll come back to you. Dr. Anjum Qureshi, would you like to add on there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, of course. First of all, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. And yes, regarding today's session, I would like to say that it was a very fruitful discussion. And in fact, especially the session when they were speaking on the people, like Davis spoke about it, Shruti Kulkarni ma'am spoke about it, and I think there was one more. So they put up very interesting points, especially like when we talk about people, they talk about employment, how the younger generation should work on it. And especially when Davis was speaking, and that was very much, in fact, I even commented on his presentation, where it was a well-researched presentation. And it was something where the students should actually look upon nowadays. It is very easy talking about industry, academia, collaborations and all. But the responsibility is on both the sides, on the students as well as the teachers, to understand the requirements of the industries, because the recruitments nowadays, they are coming to the colleges, but they don't get sufficient people to take away from here. And the students should understand that when we talk about skills, it is not just a skill which someone had some 5 to 10 years ago. And even you discussed about AI. So AI is such a vast topic, we can say, the technology that covers everything. So now it is not sufficient that everyone talks about AI or just learn about AI and to work with AI, but it is more important that we become creators of the tools, because there are so many tools, let it be research or let it be any other activity, we depend on AI tools. So I think the students should become developers of those tools. And along with that, the technologies like AI and IoT, they should be integrated with the renewable energy, and it will surely help in the climate mitigation to reduce the impacts of climate change. So if we just combine this, that is going to help us a lot.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
I would
much.
cite an example, taking your words from there, Dr. Qureshi. Thanks for that mention. Even this, like integration of lights and the usable, the everyday usable, like when it is integrated, the switch, which has a small kind of chip inside it, and it has a sensor. So when people walk in, the lights are on automatically, and when they move out, the lights and all facilities are off totally. So when this is done, what does it affect to? What is the ultimatum is that it reduces the electricity consumption bill of that
Yes.
particular,
Yeah.
not only for the family, for the whole thing. So
Yeah.
think about at the national level, how much is it going to be fruitful? How much is it going to really help on the economy of that particular country? Even one simple example. So this is what is the thing. When it is being done over here in UAE, why not it be done in other parts of the world? Like it's only a small chip, like our Etisalat small chip. It's like that. I mean the phone card,
Yes.
SIM card like that. Only that SIM card, that some small SIM, is able to create so much of a difference in people's life and the nation's economy. So when it is done in one country, why not we follow it? So that's the mutual thing that we're talking about. So thank you so much. Thanks for that mention, ma'am. Shruti Kulkarni, ma'am, would you like to add on there, please? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm here. Uh, uh, Obviously, I just like to thanks to for a wonderful opportunity, and I think this platform is the we can say ocean for knowledge. And here, I really love to join because this is my personal experience that I'm getting a lot of knowledge from all of you, experts and speakers, and everyone is very much expert in their subjects. So I don't think so that is anything else required to getting a practical knowledge with the experienced person and everything. So I would like to again thanks to you also, because this is you are the main we can say a pillar of this program. So I think thank you so much for considering me, and I would like to again thanks for everyone to listen to me.
Thank you, Shruti Kulkarni, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Davis, you're the student representative here, so we would like to hear from you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I think I take a moment to thank the entire organizing committee for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. I think Anjum Qureshi, ma'am, you have expressed your lot of thoughts on me. But the reason behind that was last year when we were organizing Ice and Green Day, you have represented as a moderator for organizing one meeting. So I just visualized your way of approach to the ambassadors. Can we hear it from the next ambassador like that? So that modulation gave me goosebumps. So I literally wanted to do some of the events still doesn't have even half of your experience, but really looking forward to that. I thank all my co-speakers who are represented here in this G20 International One Planet Cabinet. I take my sincere gratitude to Dr. Srividya ma'am. I think speaking is not easy. Since I am a host, my entire childhood, it's not easy to host such big conferences. I think God has given you a lot of grace, ma'am. And we really wanted to know your daily food routine so that we can have that energy like you. I would like to end up with that. Thank you.
Yeah, I do agree with you, David sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Thank you so much. And it's always a pleasure working. And this panel platform always supports students. And left to me as an educationist, I love students like anything. Anything from the student, anything. Even if it's a mistake, I would love to accept it from them. Because I want them to commit mistakes. I love them committing mistakes so that it becomes a learning experience for them. As you rightly said, from that event, I learned how to speak. So that's it. That's it. Your channel is open and you are out to the world and you're going to fly high, soar high, wherever you're going to reach. So this, I'm really mad at it. I really want to give all opportunities. That's why I said the next cabinet, I'm desperately looking for youth ambassadors to come and take the lead such that there is going to be no Srividya, no other person. You all guys should take the lead, and there exactly it meets its rational, the whole rational or the whole objective of this G20 International One Planet Cabinet. I want to really go take it as G20 Youth Cabinet or the Youth Congress, as Dr. Delton has mentioned. So we wanted to be continued. Let's see how best we can take it forward. And with all eminent educationists, with all the people support, I think definitely we'll be able to do it. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Elena Bostwick, yes.
Thank you very much. My inspiration to you, Ambassador, here, Excellency Dr. Srividya, my inspiration is your courage, and it's the highest human quality beside honor. Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and goal. Courage is what it takes to stand and speak. Courage is what it takes to sit up and listen. There are no easy answers, but there are simple answers to all. It takes a lot of courage to what is mortality right. I learned that your courage is not the absence of fear, but rather to victory over it. A brave man is not the one who does not feel afraid, but the who overcome that fear. Courage, your excellency, is pride under pressure. Courage is not just one of many virtues, but is from every virtue testing point. You are good, excellent leader, should have integrity, self-awareness, courage, respect, compassion, and reliance. There should be learning, ego, and facts their influence, will communication to vision, showing, grading, and collaborating effectively. Here are 20 essential leadership traits. You, self-awareness, respect, compassion, vision, communication, learning ability, collaboration, influence, integrity, courage, gratitude, and reliance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My part, God, and cosmos to you is very, very, very intelligent woman in education, leadership, courage, humanitarian work in the world. Thank you. Thank you, planet Earth, for you. Thank you.
Dr. Elena, with due respects to you, I would like to dedicate it to all our community partners. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to share this platform and dedicate it to the good praises from Dr. Elena to all our community partners at JSFN, Global Sustainable Futures, Good Vision Seva Trust, Institution of Green Engineers, IGEN Global, NGO Network, Amity University Dubai, Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, Sairam Institute of Technology, Sairam Group of Institutions, the Sairam Engineering College, JNN Group, JNN Engineering College, JNN Group, and Sri Ishwar College of Engineering, the Gracious Foundation, SRM Group, Ishwari College of Engineering, SRM Valiama Engineering College, and Green Big Head. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Sky. Thank you.
The greatest pleasure working with you all. Thank you so much. And on that note, please allow me to conclude the session. But definitely the topic that we are talking about today is some summary of all these weeks. We started it on, we are talking about it for nearly 3 months. Can you believe it? So it has been a wonderful union as such. And I really show all these experiences and each and every single, every week has been a learning experience for me. So much of knowledge sharing, so much of takeaways, such that it's really, we don't know how to implement things. Definitely, it will pay way for that. So on Engage, Explore, Enhance, Endo, and to enhance our planet Earth for a sustainable living, with the presidency of exactly talking about on this topic of 2030 agenda developments, with the presidency of enabling implementation of 2030 agenda for sustainable development, with the Addis Ababa Action Agenda, and accelerating progress towards SDG and building common ground and momentum for all ambitious G20 plan. So when it is so exactly, where are we exactly? We are talking about SDG goals and the targets, the 169 targets that we're talking about. They are set out supremely, ambitiously for a transformational vision, where everybody together on this platform, we have together vision together for a world free of poverty, hunger, disease, want, where all life can thrive. So we have together envisaged a world free of fear and violence. We have together looked into a world with universal literacy and a world with the equitable universal access to quality education at all levels, to healthcare, social protection, where physical, mental, and social well-being are assured. We have together visioned that a world where we reaffirm with all the commitments regarding the human right to safe drinking water, starting from there with the sanitation, with improved hygiene, where food is sufficient, safe, affordable, and nutritious. And we have also talked about human habitats which are safe, resilient, and sustainable, where there is a universal access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy. So we have envisaged a world with universal respect for human rights and dignity, with the rule of law, justice, and equity, with the non-discrimination of respect, race, ethnicity, and cultural diversity, creating equal opportunity, permitting the full realization of the human potential, and contributing to a shared sovereignty and the prosperity. So, where a world in which we will invest in our children, in our younger generation, in which every child grows up free of violence and exploitation, where every woman and girl will enjoy full gender equality and all legal, social, economic barriers to empowerment has been removed. There we are looking at a world which is just, equitable, tolerant, open, and socially inclusive world in which all the needs of the most vulnerable are really met, not being dreamt, but met. We have envisaged a world in which every country enjoys sustained, inclusive, sustainable economic growth, which is promising decent work opportunities for all. and a world in which consumption and production patterns or with the use of natural resources with the sense of responsibility from air to land, rivers, water, aquifers, oceans, seas, etc., which are being sustainably used, such that we don't think about today, we don't worry about the past, but we are always thinking about the future, the generation which are to come. So one on which we talk about democracy, good governance, and the rule of law as an enabling environment at national and international levels, which are the essential thing, quite indispensable for a sustainable development, including sustainable inclusive growth, economic growth, social development, environmental protection, and eradication of poverty and hunger. One in which development, application of technology with the climatic sensitive, respect biodiversity and resilient, in which all humans, we live in a harmony in our only planet with nature, with wildlife and other living species which are being protected and valued. So with all these shared principles and commitments in the world of today, what is going to be our call to the nation is that call to the world that we are talking about, ensuring with all the 17 sustainability goals in terms of capacity building or systemic issues, etc., together in all, we are talking about call to the nation that we are promising we are going to create an equitable, inclusive world such that people are being respected not only at their own community, but also regional, national, and international level. So on that note, please allow me to end this session such that we will be meeting again for all for our validatory function, where we will be facilitating all our speakers with all our community partners, and hopefully we will have some guests from very eminent, predominant guests in the industry, such that our certifications will try and work on the certification that will be shared together. Thank you so much. On that note, I take once again this opportunity to thank all our community partners who have joined us on the stage and who have extended all kind of support, without whom and this program would not have been possible, and also being very successful. And our thanks to all our eminent speakers who have joined, all the guests and the who have joined, who have patronized us through and through, thread by thread, brick by brick, who has guided us through and through. Thank you to make it a grand success. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we cherish all your presence. It has been great, wonderful working with you. Only thing is I'll be missing out you all for the next Sunday. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the support. What else
Thank you
can
so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much. The best regards to all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.
We'll stay connected. And
Thank you.
as I always say,
The best regards from Republic of Serbia.
Coming together is
my excellency.
Sure.
My
you.
excellency.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So coming together is only a beginning.
Yes, coming, yes.
Working together is success. Let's all start working together such that our rationale is met. Each one of our dream will turn into a reality. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And am I missing out anything? I think I owe a sincere thanks to these backstage heroes. It is Aijan, from Aijan, Kapilan, and Niranjan. Niranjan is Kapilan. We would like to see you because many times people would have heard me telling Kapilan, Kapilan, Kapilan. Why not we see you for once?
Yeah.
Can we see you, Kapilan? I want you to show your face.
Face, ma'am.
Amma.
Yeah. தெரியுதா மேம்
தெரியுது கொஞ்சம் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்க. So this is the great Kapilan. Please put your hands together, without whom this would not have been possible. Believe me, this would not have been possible. He has taken it right on his shoulders, and I know how I troubled him, even at 1 o'clock at night. Kapilan, I haven't got the recording, I'm sorry. And okay, ma'am, I will send it. So that should be the thing. And really, you made it happen. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kapilan. Really, kudos to you. Hats off to you. Thank you. And Niranjan who was his partner and whom we have been missing him in the forthcoming sessions. He also deserves a big round of applause, without whom it
Okay.
would not have been possible. Thank you. Thank you, dear.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Charles. Thank you, Professor Charles. Thanks for all the wonderful support. Thank you. Thank
Bless
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Good one.